But I do want you guys to be able to go over and see the overlay for football if you want to see it. John, I don't know. That could be your bank. It could be your bank. You might want to call them. Sometimes that happens. But I don't know specifically. If it is through specifically TikTok, maybe open a ticket with them and see what's going on with that. It's really all I got. STG with the Saints. Rural's in the house. Uh-oh. Steelers are down. And that leaves one singular squadron. Panthers and Rip. Panthers and Rip. And I think Fabian just entered the room. I see you, Fabian. Yep, it's gone. Panthers and Rip. All right, so let me get this on the board here. I'll tell you what, you guys. This is what I'll do. I already started YouTube. So let me go ahead and print this out. And you guys, I'll show a picture of the paper so you can take a screenshot of it. So that'll at least let you see what you have in this break. You can also go over to YouTube to see it because it is up over there. My stream deck just isn't working this morning. And we'll make our way through it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the next break in there. I'm going to switch it up. Let's, if you notice, Mr. started last night with a 3 Topps Chrome Cosmic, 2 Select, and 1 Prism International. I'm going to do that break. The reason why I'm doing that break is I don't know if I saw anything special and unique out of that Select Hobby case yet. There aren't that many boxes left. So let's see what's in those. And it also keeps it to where we can continue on in this Cosmic case that I just opened this morning. So that is in the shop. And let me get it pinned for you guys. So again, it is 2 Select 25 Hobbies, a Prism International, and 3 more Topps Chrome Cosmic. I wanted to stay in this case of Cosmic. So that is in the shop, and it is pinned. Let me get rid of this real quick. And again, I didn't really see anything spectacular out of the Select. So we'll find out. Plus Prism International, you never know what you'll find in that. We might get a Plum Blossom Jackson Dart worth probably $5 or something like that. Maybe not that much, but probably 3 or 4. Good morning, Cheyenne. All right, I'm going to do this. This is break number 6326. And like I said, for everybody that's here, here it is. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of that if you want. That's this break. That way you can see it. But you can always go to YouTube as well. The overlay is up over there. So what did you say, Ben? Oh, Ben said no. I got you, Ben. I got you. I remember. I got you. All right, let's get some ripping in. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen, but this one needs to get ripped. Be good to us. Please be good to us, please. Eric, I think the NBA's in trouble. That's my opinion on that. I think the NBA's in real trouble right now. That's going to be a tough team to beat. Even if people get hurt, that's going to be a tough team to beat. Lower that down a little bit. And they did? How dare them, Amber? Who do they think they are? All right, good luck, everybody. No, you can here. This is me, you guys. You can send it to 238 Cards, the main account, but if you're trying to message, that's me. That's me right there. Good luck. Tim, you sure can. Stop trying to see it. Stop it. I got you, Tim. Good luck, everybody. The day has begun. Next break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Saquon. Oh, I can't put up the break number. That's not cool either. Oh, well. There's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that. Saquon Barkley, Taj Brooks, Malachi Starks, Justin Herbert out of 75, David Njoku, and Chase Brown. What can I do to change that? There's nothing I can do to change that. It is up on YouTube, though. It shows the break number on YouTube. So at least that's there. Herbie out of 75 is a good start, Chargers. E.T. J.J. McCarthy. Matt Stafford. Kyle McCord. Quinn Ewers. Jalen Noel out of 299. And Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, I could probably put that up there. I don't know exactly where, but I don't know where. Like, I'm going to cover it up with cards as time goes. Let's try this. I'm going to use a little bit smaller Post-it here. We'll just put that right there. How's that? There you go. You can kind of see it. And then Omari and Hampton, it's a Chargers box out of 150 for the Chargers. Or I could do that, Ben. Wouldn't that be fun? Adeed. It's Adeed. Emptiness. Amanda, I can do that. It's just going to end up getting covered, though. Like, no matter what I do, it's going to end up getting covered by other cards. Here. No. It's not very sticky. That's the problem. It's not very sticky. These smaller ones just don't stick very well. Hey, a D. That's what I'll do. I'll just stick it right in front of the camera, and you won't see the cards as they're pulled. That's a great. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Max Crosby, Travis Etienne, Scary Terry, and Mason Taylor. Jahmyr Gibbs, Jamar Chase, Harold Fannin Jr. out of 199, and Omar Norman Lott. Now, I can do that. The only problem is it's not going to stay there. And Harold Fannin Jr. out of 199. There's 7,423 teams left in the next break pinned at the bottom of your screen, so almost halfway. Uh-oh, we got an auto already. All right, here we go. Come on. Come on now. Donovan Jackson. Come on. Egbuka. Equinox auto. For the Jags. Nice. Out of 25. Trevor Lawrence for the Jags. That is Cade. And Cade, you got yourself a deed. You got a deed. It's a deed. A little T-Law action to start the morning out right, Amanda. Miles Garrett Flower. Bucky Irving, Scary Terry, George Kittle, and Jalen Lane. Brock Purdy, James Cook, Jackson Smith, and Watt. Oh, Kaysen, the post-it on my head just says there's 7,000 teams left in the next break. That's all. So not bad. DeAndre Swift, Patty Mahomes, Kyle Pitts for them Falcons out of 99, and a Tate Ratledge. What up, 605? And we'll do Shop the Stand at the end of the break, whoever ends up winning that. Tyreek Hill, Justin Fields, Jaden Daniels, and a Quinn Ewers. DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts, Amon-Ra, Jackson Dart base. Dart has appeared. We need a little bit more of that. Sam Darnold, Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle, and a Derek Harmon. It is to 25. 4 out of 25, Duncan. Dowdle, Odunzi, DeAndre Swift for the Bears, and TJ Sanders. There you go, Andy. You're on the board. You're on the ball. You're on the board. Lamjack, Danny Dimes, Travis Hunter, and Luther Burden III. No, the overlay's not working. That's why I have the break number right there. Good morning, Jimbo. Drake May, Murray, and Ollie Gordon. Good morning, 605. Good morning. Malik, Goddard, Kelsey, Alexander. Johnson, Williams, Genty, and Bowers, and Mr. Mawson. Good morning, Mason. Good morning, Mason. Good morning, Mason. Good morning, Mason. B. Goody in the house. Gino, Aaron Jones, Trey McBride, and Will Howard. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Jackson Smith, and a Belton for the pack. Judy, Caleb Williams, Calvin Ridley, Tyler Booker. Kyle Pitts, Jordan Love, Aiden Hutchinson, and a Mason Graham. That's just the first box of Cosmic there. We got 2 more to go and a Topps Chrome Black. That's an empty box, folks. It's empty. There's nothing in it. It's all gone. All the packs are right here. No, they're right here in front of me. Okay. 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 Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, Patty Mahomes refractor, and a Billy Bowman Jr. 605. If you DM 238 cards, I can't see that stuff. I can't. I don't have access to that. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Jalen Waddle, and Shamar Stewart. Lamjack, Kenneth Walker, Revel Jr. to 199, and a Barrett Carter. Did somebody just win Shop the Stand? Did it just happen? Did it just happen in real time? L-Jug? L-Jug, are you out there? Danny Dimes, Derwin James Jr., Lamjack, and Tesla. Barry Sanders, Amber, but I collect a lot. It's not just him. Okay, Jug, let me finish this break, and then we'll do Shop the Stand. So just stay with us, watch a little break-in, and then we'll do that. Drake May, Neighbors, Will Johnson, and JT. Samuel Jefferson, Tet, and Gunnar Helm. Getting a lot of these. Getting a lot of these. More than a couple. Jordan Love, J.J. McCarthy, Hampton and Henderson, and Josh Simmons. Dexter Lawrence, Alvin Kamara, Tootin, and Travis Hunter. Jag's eating a little bit. I don't know if Cade's in here or not, but he'll see it eventually. Because Cade don't play no games. No. Brock Purdy, James Cook, Bucky Irving, and a Matthew Golden. What in the world? DeAndre Swift, Tyreek Hill, A.J. Brown, and Carson Schlesinger. Fields, Metcalf, Joshua Allen, and Landon Jackson. Irvin and McLaurin. Cam Ward, we're getting all of these. And Kyle Williams. We're getting each and every one. Collect the whole set. Stroud, Taylor, Eamon Warrior out of 150, and a Campbell. Jihad Campbell. Appreciate those follows. Bo Nix, Judy, Joshua Allen, and Elijah Arroyo. Saquon Pluto. Two broke. You want Saquon Pluto. Williams, Pitts, Nakua, and Caldwell. Uh-oh. 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 There's either a bunch of cards in that pack or something's chilling. Nico, Surtain, Horn, and Mike Green. Amber, that's the life we live. That's the life we live. Dak Prescott, Bryce Young, Devin Achane, and a Trevor Achane. Benson, Achane, Sutton, and Donovan. Theo, Quincy, Prescott, and Woody Marks, I think. Don't throw them away, Amber. If they're cards you don't care about, find a local children's hospital. Find a school in your area. Maybe grade school or middle school. There'll be a teacher there that would put those to good use. All right. Good luck. Well, you asked for it. It's not a Pluto, but it is a Planetarium Saquon Barkley. And that's a we take those, folks. Yep. It is. It's exactly, that's right, Two Broke Crew. You spoke it into existence, bro. It is 5 out of 10. Those are cool. These are cool because this is got the black background. That is 5 out of 10 for the Eagles. I wish I had a deed button. I just don't. Now, that's a D. Was that good? Did that work? Yes, they are. So they're like a shadow box. Like you can see inside the card tip. I can't do but so much. But see how it's deep. And the superfractors of that are super cool. I can't put up the overlay or anything this morning. My stream deck's not working, but it's just not working, Charles. It's not working this morning. Stop looking. Stop trying to see what's in there. Stop it. Caleb Williams, DK, Arroyo, a little JJ action out of 99. Evans and Daniels. Do I know what, Lauren? What do I know? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I've seen a deed or two. That's right. Micah Parsons, Nico Collins, Scattaboo, Tootin. Jaden Blue on the mini diamonds out of 75 and a Devin Achane. Mr. Achane to the front of the line. Mr. Achane to the front of the line. And Scat. The Scat man. All right, let's see what's chilling in here real quick like. Oh, no, I don't know. I didn't see the team, but I think it's going the right way. Good luck. Whoa, Mr. Shuck. Well. Good to see you, bro. That's out of 75. That's actually pretty nasty. Deeds. Lauren already knows. Y'all already know. Stop it. The Deedsman knows. Don't try to trip the Deedsman up. Just, Amanda, y'all stop it. All right? That's enough. That's enough tomfoolery for one day. All right? Okay? Naries, I see you too. Okay. All right. We got one box left. Empty box. The Deedsman abides. No, the next break's a little bit bigger, you guys. This one had 5. The next one has 6 hobbies in it. So, but we ain't seen nothing nasty out of that select yet. Something be chillin'. Nice hit. Nice hit, bro. Nice and low number, too. Out of 7. All right, this is it. This is it. Here it is. I don't know. No, Josh, I don't think I pulled the Ibuka 101. I think I pulled a Ibuka out of 10. Pickens, Garrett, Bowers, Kyle McCord. Flowers, Robinson, Mahomes, and Campbell. Steph's out there somewhere saying, do the Broncos exist? Are they even a team? Tua, Henry, Colston Loveland out of 99, and Kenneth Grant. Cameron, I'm getting after it. They are not all numbered, Two Broke Crew. They are not. Gonzalez, Hall, Pickens and Lamb, and Jack Besh. Mr. Besh. It's Besh time. It's Ricky Pearsall, Mike Evans, Tet on the refractor, and Caleb Johnson. Zach, you know what? I'm not opposed to it. It's just I think that's fallen out of flavor at this point. I think that would be it'd probably take a little while to fill. Justin Fields. I don't know that, but I'm just based off of the last few times. Like right now, select. First of all, I think the heavy lifting's been done in that select hobby case break. The bigger cards that you would go after, we haven't pulled them yet, and 2 of those boxes are in the next break. So that's kind of a telltale sign for what a case break would even look like. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be even more than what's on in that next break. Metcalf, Diggs, and Michael Williams. Hurts, Smith, Genty, Connerly. Heat advisory in effect. Aaron Jones, Jalen Waddle, Patty Surtain, the second for the Broncos, and Ibuka. Well, we got a Bronco finally, Steph. It didn't, it wasn't Bo, but it is a Bronco. They actually do exist. Now we need a Buck or a Giant too, or both. Dowdle, Jackson, Lambjack, and Jaden Higgins. Jones, James, Herbie, Tyleek Williams. Malik Neighbors, TJ Watt, Brock Purday on the nucleus, and Maxwell Hairston. Buckeye, it's the next release is Resurgence. Resurgence on Friday. Goddard, Darnold, Patty Mahomes, and Jordan Birch. Mr. Birch. 1 per box, Duncan. 1 per box. Pollard, Crosby, Sweat, and Kaiser. Brendan, if it didn't stop going up, I don't know. I didn't look today. Achan Gibbs, TJ Watt, and Jalen Milrow. We have a Starfractor. It is Dylan Gabriel, Derwin James Jr., and good luck. For the Raiders, a little Brock Bowers action going to I Am Legend. Yeah, we will, Donald. Yep, we sure will. Another deed. Lincoln, there would be no way to know that number. There's no way I could possibly know that. Bo Nix, Jerry Judy, more than a couple. Lincoln, more than a couple. Bryce Young and Tet, and Demetrius Knight Jr. Caleb Williams, Kyle Pitts, Jackson Smith, and a Barron. Love, McCarthy, Hill, and Warren. I mean, for the biggest difference is thanks, Lincoln. Dexter Lawrence, Purdy, Rogers, and Thornton. James Cook, Hill, Genty, and Shuck Base. Donald, the next 4 likes is 150,000. And Chasers and Resurgence, there's going to be some different things. And then really the biggest thing is everyone's going to have an RPA in it. All right, let me do this real quick. I'm going to do a recap of what we just did. Then I'll get the next one on the table. We got a couple of decent cards in this break. That's for certain. Let's do this. And at one place I heard, Kyle, that I heard that Books A Million had it. If you have a Books A Million. That was break 6326. And here's the recap for it. Genty, Young and McMillan, Mahomes, Genty, Lamb and Pickens, Allen, Ward, Allen, Tet, Will Johnson, Lambjack, Bowers and Genty, Hunter, Smith and Jackson Smith. There's Egbuka, Ewers, Loveland, Tet, JJ out of 99, Tootin, and Rebel Jr. Patrick Mahomes, Fannin Jr. out of 199, Surtain out of 199, Eamon Warrior out of 150, DeAndre Swift, Kyle Pitts out of 99, Jalen Noel out of 299, Herbie out of 75, Brock Bowers Nucleus, Brock Purdy Nucleus, Brock Bowers Refractor, Cam Scattaboo, Jaden Blue out of 75, Brock Bowers on the Starfractor, Omarion Hampton Auto out of 150, Shuck out of 75. Trevor Lawrence, Equinox Auto out of 25. It's a deed. And here's another deed, an extra deed. Saquon Barkley, 5 out of 10 on the Planetarium. So we take those, is what that is. That's what we take those. And whenever that does update, I am going to put this break back in there because there's only 2 boxes left to select from the case. So, YouTube is on, Jess. It should be. It better be. All right. And the next one's ready to go, so I'm going to go ahead and drop that in there. And yeah, it took a second or two to do this one. That's fine. I'm going to stick with my gut and trust that I have the right read here. So the same exact break's going in there. 6 hobby break. Thank you, Scotty. I got it at Fanatics Fest. It is in the shop. It will end out the select hobby case, and it'll end out the Cosmic that we started this morning. And it is pinned. All right, no more jibber jabber, and it's time to pop off. Toy Soldier probably. Well, no, it hasn't gotten here yet, but I'm not sure yet. There is a baseball break I made that we can run. It doesn't have Topps Chrome. The new Topps Chrome in it, but that's okay. It's still a fairly easy, decent break. I'm kind of just waiting and seeing. So let's see what happens in the next, hour or so. Of course, I don't know when stuff's going to be here, but nada. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Hunter. Same break as this one, you guys. Salty, I'm sure somebody could. I'm online ripping. You know what? Brees Hall, Ricky Pearsall, Saquon Barkley, and Bashaw Tootin. They do not, CK. They do not. Caleb Williams, Kyle Pitts, and a CJ Stroud with a Nick Eamon-Worry. Jordan Love, Keon Coleman, Tua out of 150, and Cam Wood. It's Tua. Tua tag a bag of raviolis. Going to Cheyenne. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Gio. It's the same one as this, you guys. Same break, but it ends the select hobby case. JJ McCarthy, Dexter Lawrence, Joshua Allen, and an Ashton Genty base. That's right, Sconnell. Wherever you are out there, Sconnell, we miss you. You know he deleted his account, Gil? I think it got hacked. Purdy, Cook, Ty Hamilton, and Riley Leonard. I have no idea, Gil. Prescott, Young, Dexter Lawrence, and Jalen Noel. He did all in one. He had the infinity. He had all the infinity stones. He said no lunar boxes for you. Benson, Parsons, James Cook, and a Malachi Starks. Steve asked for no base. Thanks, Aries. Okay. Okay. Achan, Johnson, Surtan, Omari and Hampton. Quincy Williams, Bucky Irving, David Njoku, and Ingram Dawkins. McLaurin Stroud, Brees Hall for the Jets, and Jonas Sanker. Tony Pollard. Oh, we got something out of 7.5. Kelvin Banks Jr. And on the insert, Space Dust Edition. It is BTJ out of 75. Looks pretty cool with the Jags there. That it look a good. It look a good. Lemons and limes. Bo Nix, Jerry Judy, Amon-Ra on the refractor, and Makuba. Tua, Gonzalez, Kelsey, Royals. Another one. All right. Evans, Thomas, Pat Bryant, and good luck. For the Bears, DeAndre Swift, 10 out of 75 on the Space Dust. That's 2 out of 75s in one box. I like it. Something needs to be chilled. No, is it? Yeah, it is. It's up there. Same break. It's no different. It's the same break. Debo, Jefferson, Brees Hall, and Monongai. It's the same break, but it'll end the select hobby case. It'll also end the cosmic case that we started. Collins, Surtan, Whitehole, J.C. Horn, and a Nick Scorton. Thank you, Mustachio. And yeah, Noah and Kobe will be on tonight. I think they'll probably be on just a little bit earlier because they have to fly out tomorrow. So they'll be on tonight. Sam Darnold, Burrow, and Chase, and then Trey Harris. And then you guys are stuck with me for the next couple of days. I'm sorry. It's just the way things are. You're stuck with me. I know. What would Greg do? What would Greg do? Achan, Gibbs, Murray, Moore. Pickens, Garrett, Williams, and Stout. Flowers, Robinson, Dart, and Ellick. So that was the infamous white hole box, but that's probably one of the best white hole boxes I've seen. 2 out of 75s in there chilling. It's not too bad. Hi, the Lego King. Let's do one of them select. Let's do a select. It's all my fault. You did it. You did it all by yourself, you greedy Primas. You greedy old Primas. Empty box. Get off my lawn. Why are they all upside down like that? All right. Appreciate you, Mo. I don't even know what I did. I didn't do anything. That was a poser. It had to be. Egbuka, Johnston, Jesse Bates III out of 249, Milton, and Tez Johnson. Jesse Bates. What up, Mo? There's Ty Felton, Geno Smith out of 249, Andres, Travis Hunter, and Hunter Henry. I would imagine so, Amanda. I would imagine so. Because I don't think, not anybody that I've met in the last year being here would even say that, even if they meant it. Xavier Ligete, Butker, Abdul Carter Young, and Ty Johnson. Audrey, maybe not today. And I don't know what your week looks like, but if I was going to do it, it would probably be on Thursday. Because I've got a baseball release day tomorrow, so that'll be the majority of it of tomorrow. So if I did it, it'd probably be on Thursday. And I'm assuming your name's Audrey. I don't. Miles Garrett out of 299, Najee, Brian Urlacher, Jameer Gibbs, and Travis Hunter. They are going to be at Fanatics Fest. Or I'm sorry, at the National. They leave out today, Audrey. So it's just going to be me for the next couple of days. And then Kobe comes back, so he'll be with me on Friday. Jacoby Myers, Justin Fields for the Jets out of 249, Smith, Dylan Gabriel, and Ashton Genty. Noah and Kobe. They'll be on tonight. Mr. Tootin out of 15. Come on now. Tet. Brock Bowers. DK Metcalf. Rookie. Not bad. Quinn Ewers on the Givey team. Time to a little deed there, Cheyenne. Did you just get a deed? Yes, it will be the Primo show Friday. That's right. Starting early, Stinky. 5 out of 15, and we'll be on in the morning together and at night. Michael Penix. Evans. Jalen Lane for the Commanders. That's out of 249. Jones and Dylan Gabriel. All right, so we got a Jesse Bates and a Jalen Lane. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Don't you fib me. Pat Bryant out of 199. Joe Andreessen, Rashid Shadeed, Cam, and Cam. It is Dan the Man out of 15. All day long. Twice on Sunday. Tate Ratledge. See, don't fib me. Don't you be fibbing me. This better be nasty. Come on. Will Campbell. Baker Mayfield. It is a rookie. Come on, man. Mr. Tesla going to Hunter. Hunter, look at that, bro. Nice hit. I'm so used to hitting the deed button. I don't have it today. That's a deed. McVay, come on, make the auto nasty too. Blake Cashman for the Vikings, not numbered. Michael Williams, Will Johnson, and a Jade Jetta. That's Jesse Bates. That's Jalen Lane, and Blake Cashman was in there as well with the Zebra rookie Tesla. Tesla took all the powers. He took it all for himself. Debo, Nick Bonito, Goff, Loveland, and Young. Charles Woodson. Ooh, a nice little patch for Shuck. CK out of 99. Look at that patch. That's a D. We take those. So not too bad. They gave us Blake Cashman, Jesse Bates III, and Jalen Lane, but they made up for it with a nice Shuck patch out of 99, a Quinn Ewers out of 15, and a Zebra Tesla. Egbuka base, Zay Flowers, and Derwin James Jr. All right, let's go ahead and open that Prism International. Let's see what's chilling. And this is the same identical break as pinned at the bottom of your screen right now. It's the same break. It ain't no different. It's the same break. 6 total deeds in the break. Wow, they're all over the place. Empty. Bulls and Bears. You know how we do round here. We're trying to get people deeds. There's a couple on the stand right now, and I want a couple more. We're not done yet. Cam Miller, Eamon Worry, Trey Benson, Kangaroo, Packer, Savion Williams. That is 40 out of 61. And Tua, tag a bag of raviolis. Genty, Gabriel, Odunzi, Bucky Irvin for the Bucks, and Shadur on the base. That's right, Bulls. We know, every once in a while they're going to show up. It's just going to happen. There's probably some in the next break. We've got 3 more boxes sitting to my right over here. McCord, Amos, Bush, Bucky Irving, and Saquon Barkley. I've got the need for deeds. Jackson, Tesla, Jaden Daniels, Chris Chiata, Kid Reporter, and on the Lotus print. For the Rams, Cam Kinchins out of 18. It's a start, Jess. It's a start. That's not Puka, but it is a Ram out of 18, so we'll take it. Damian Martinez, Makuba, DJ Moore, Olave, and Tyler Warren. Mason Taylor, Jalen Noel, Odell Beckham, Jonathan Taylor, and a Calvin Johnson. It's Calvin. Besh, Michael Williams, The Ultimate Warrior, Cole Kmet, and Jackson Dart base. Luther Burden this time, Alfred Collins, DK Metcalf. For the Titans, Ellick, and that is out of 44. Take that. It's a start, Steve. We'll take that card. That ain't too bad. Kid Reporter and Michael Penix Jr. Zabel, H&, Dallas Goddard on the Kangaroo print, Daniel Carlson and Cam Ward. There's another break. Mustachio, you mean the one after the one you just got in? Is that what you're saying? Because I know you just got in the next one. I saw it flash across my screen. Probably, I don't know what, but I'll have to gauge it off of what happens with the break that I just put down there. I don't know how long it's going to take. It's 10:30. There's probably about 3 or 4 teams off the board, so we'll just have to go from there. RJ Harvey, Ty Felton, Brees Hall, Shamar Stewart, and an Omarion Hampton. Colston Loveland, Riley Leonard, J-Mo for the Lions. Well, out of 44. Kid Reporter, A-Chan, and Tank Bigsby. It is Tribute, dog, Tribute. Tribute comes out tomorrow. Tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow. And good morning. Fannin, Mimbu. We didn't get a Plum Blossom. Matabuke, Jalen Hurts, and Joe Burrow. We didn't get a Plum Blossom. Fine. Be that way. I bet you we get one in the next one. All right, we're going to do Cosmic. Then we have another Select and another Cosmic after this box right here. Jack, my first question to you. Well, good morning. Do you know what a break is? I am Angry Jay. I sure am. Tyreek Hill, Fields, Nico Collins, and Will Campbell. Metcalf, Schultz, Barron out of 150, and Grant. Okay, so yeah, this I could tell by the question that was asked. So this is what I do. I'd watch a ton of them before you ever hop in, if you ever hop in. But that particular box that I just opened is called a Prism International box. It's more or less a smaller version of a regular Prism hobby. It's similar. Hurts, Smith, Myles Garrett, and Jack Besh. No, they're going to do that, Jess. Some of these people are going to do that, and that's fine. It's whatever, and the people are going to flock to it because it's there, and it's not their fault. They're just going to do it. Jones, Dowdle, Knight, and Johnson. We'll just keep doing what we always do. We'll do it on the up and up, and we will always put our best price we can possibly accomplish up there. Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Murray and Mayfield, and a Dylan Gabriel.
What up, player?
What's up? Caleb Williams, Daniels, Monungai, and Hairston.
You know, done.
Huh?
What?
Oh, I figured. Yep.
Well, I'm hanging out till 11 because we got haircuts. So.
Okay. Has anybody been in contact with Mr. and Mrs.?
I'm going to call here.
Okay.
Do you need them?
No, I was just curious what's what and if anything came or like.
I'll call them.
Okay. Pitts, Love, Herbie, and Birch. Steve, I see you. Hey, we're not done yet. There's 2 other boxes over here, and we haven't even hit the big deed out of this. McCarthy, Light Years. See, like that. What up, 3C? Jack Kaiser, good luck. Randy Mouse. Hey, Kevin, how about a Light Years Randy Mouse as your version of the D? Okay, that's your D. Congratulations. No, that's a D. We take those, bro. Dexter Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Josh Jacobs, and a Jalen Milroe. No, it's the same break. I don't know. There's plenty of teams left. I know that. I don't know the exact amount, but yeah, we're not at halfway. I'll just leave it at that. Dak Prescott, Young, McConkey, and Williams, and I'll do whatever's off the board. I'll do a roll call when I'm done ripping this. James Cook, Swift, Lambjack, and Kyle McCord. It's Lambjack. Trey Benson, Achan, Jamar Chase, and Mr. Connerly. 7,111 still in the shop right now, this very instant. Per Amanda. Johnson and Taysom Hill. Egbuka base and gold. Giants. Cam Scattaboo out of 50. JT, we needed something. It's not everything that we would want in life. But I tell you what, that's a we take those, and it's also a deed. So we're going to take it. All right, we're going to continue on, and we're going to take it. All right, Brandon, I see you. Williams, Irving. No kidding. Yeah, I know. I'm here too. Malik Neighbors and Jaden Higgins. I'll love to go over that with you, Jack, when I'm done ripping this break. Christian McCaffrey and Tyreek Williams. Stick around and ask me again when I don't have cards in front of me. Robinson, Tua, Gibbs and Montgomery, and Demetrius Knight Jr. What's up, Casey? What up with it? Gonzalez, Hall, Goff, and Barron. Oh, did he, Casey? Well. We take those. Pearsall, Evans, Saquon, and Tyler Warren. It's Saquon. Samuel, Jefferson, Gardner, and Thornton. Nico, Surtain, Cam Wood, and Shuck Base. Justin, probably yes. Probably yes. I'm still waiting to see what's what as far as deliveries go. But we'll probably most definitely do some baseball. I just don't know if I'm going to get the Topps Chrome in time. So we'll see. We'll see. Select. And then we got one more Cosmic to go. One more Cosmic to go. Oh, well, all right. Empty box. Tyreek Hill. Demetrius Knight on the tie-dye for the Bengals out of 25. Jake Ferguson. Jackson Smith and Tez Johnson. Up to the sky. Mike Evans, Kyler Murray. We got a dual patch here. It's Evan Ingram, Broncos and Giants. I know that'll go to the Giants. They're definitely a little bit more than the Broncos in this one. Hunter Henry and Will Johnson. Here, let me mark that for the crew. Brenton Strange, Otten, CeeDee Lamb, Connerly, and Bigsby. Tony Pollard. Ooh, that's nice. For the Panthers, Tet on the field level out of 75. A little bit of color match action going on there. That's pretty nasty. Steve, we'll take that. Yes, we will. Oh, yes, we will. Ollie Gordon, CJ Stroud, and Justin Jefferson. Nick Scorton out of 299. Mooney, Jalen Carter, Travis Hunter, and Dylan Gabriel. Appreciate you hopping in the next one, Josh. And Zach. Thank you, Zach. Kareem Hunt. Trey Amos, auto. Cowboy. Cliff Harris from back in the day, Junt. Look out now, Ellipsis. I told you. There's no way that there wasn't going to be a Cowboy that showed up. And this is out of 149. Yeah, I'll be here, Mustachio. I'll be on for the next foreseeable. I'll be on every day. I'll be on every day. Noah and Kobe will be on tonight, but then I'll be on tomorrow morning and night, Thursday morning and night, Friday morning and night, Saturday morning and night. So a lot of Primas. It was requested by Greg. I do so I gotta do what I gotta do. You know, I gotta follow through. CeeDee Lamb, DeAndre Swift, Quinn Ewers, Malik Neighbors, and J-Mo. Why? All right. How about you do that? How about that? All of it, Cole. I've got a little bit of all of it. So regular hobby, jumbo, delights, all of it. Milrose, a silver Tyler Warren, Chubb, Fannin, and Mr. Mixon. Jordan Birch. Ooh, look at that. Dennis, bro. Look at this. That's nasty. On the tie-dye RPA, Colston Loveland, that is out of 25, 3 out of 25, and this is why I wanted to open that select. This is why I wanted to open that select. Here, let me grab another one of these. I'm not liking that top loader. Let's try this one. That's a little bit better. There you go. There you go, Dennis. Nice hit. Yeah. That's a D. Look, Shuck, silver behind it. Genty, Bryce Young. That's why I wanted to open the rest of those boxes. There was only a couple left. When there's only a couple left, I got to find out. Matthew Golden Silver, Chase Brown for the Bengals out of $3.99. Harrison Smith, Brian Thomas Jr., and Ty Johnson. Well, good morning, Kimberly. Welcome on in. Well, Matthew Golden action for the Green Bay Packers, biggest fan base in the league. Geno Smith, Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Travis Hunter, and Ernest Jones. Roquan Smith out of 249, Trevor Lawrence, Riley Leonard, Travis Hunter, and Will Campbell. All right, let me get this to the side real quick. We got one more Cosmic to go, and that's it. We've seen some good deeds so far. Yes, we have. But we need a little something for somebody here. Joe Boo, help a playa out, bro. Help a playa out. There was a Jesse Bates card? Where? Nuh-uh. There was a Jesse Bates. Hold on. Hold on. Where's Jesse Bates at? Hold on one second here. Where's he at? Jesse Bates? We pulled a Jesse Bates? I don't think we did. I think you're tripping. I think you're tripping. Oh, are you talking about old boy here? You talking about this one? All right, here we go. Good luck. Haven't seen a planet yet. Nada. JR, I'm not today. I'm not. Maybe, I don't know. Probably not for the next couple of days. I won't be doing those. Oh, Benjamin, you should have waited 2.5 seconds. You might have made it through. I got to have somebody to help me with that, JR. Theo, Quincy Williams, Danny Dimes, and Billy Bowman Jr. Oh, we'll make it soon, Punisher. It's going to... Oh, whoa, now. Somebody's about to get a deed. Somebody's about to get a deed. Oh, man, this could be a big card. This could be a nasty card. Shamar Stewart, Jonathan Taylor. Oh, man. Is this a Solar Flare Signatures out of 5? Okay, it's not as big as I thought, but it's still nasty. Out of 25, Jackson Dart, 3 out of 25. Thank goodness, JT. That is nasty, nasty, nasty. I couldn't tell it was an auto at first. I thought it was going to be one of the Stars ones. But no, this is the hardest auto you can get. It's the Solar Flare version, Luis. So sometimes it has that kind of has that tint on it, but yeah, 3 out of 25, Jackson Dart. Wow, bro. Nice hit. And that's a D. Not too bad, bro. Let's get him right up front and center here. And we'll move old boy down here real quick so we can see old Jackson Dart in all of his glory. McLaurin, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Omari and Hampton out of 75, and Barrett Carter. What up, Kerr Saxon? No Marvel breaks today, Sean. No, sir. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Jackson Dart, and Tesla. Yeah, it's the same break that's pinned at the bottom of your screen. I'm fairly confident Prism International is going to be better than the one we just opened. And something's got to be still chilling in select, right? There's only 2 boxes left. We did get a zebra, though, but I feel like something else is still chilling. We didn't get a gold out of this either. Caleb Williams, Barron, and JT. Jameer Gibbs, George Pickens, Josh Allen, and Terrence Ferguson. Garrett Flowers, Tyler Warren, and Kyle Williams. Yeah, I won't have the overlay today, you guys. I won't have miniature Primo. The only way I could probably get him back is if I just restarted everything, and I'm not going to do that. We can make it through one day without it. Bijan, Harrison, Bryce Young out of 199. And Mr. Campbell for the E-Gals. 25. Smack-a-Fish, 25. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, J-Mo, and Elijah Arroyo. It is. It sure is. Hall, Pearsall, Kelvin Banks Jr. on the white hole, and Mr. Caldwell. It certainly is. Evans, Samuel, Jalen Waddle, and a Josh Simmons. Oh. All right, hold on. Travis Hunter. Tyreek Hill for them Fins. The Gibby team did well. And out of 50, well, you can see there's 2 different teams here. It'll go to the more expensive team. It is Jags, Shadur for the Browns and Travis Hunter for the Jags. Let me check this real quick. The same breaks in the shop, so it'll be easy enough for me to check. So the Browns were 209. The Jags were 169. That goes to the Browns. Yes, the Browns have hit. Tough kid. They just did. Sorry, Jags. But yeah, gold out of 50 star clusters. That's a pretty cool one, too, considering who's on it. Justin Jefferson. Let me take care of Tyreek Hill here. And I'll do a recap of this break, and then I'll do a roll call for whatever may be off the board in the next one. We're not at halfway yet, but there are some teams off the board in that. Collins, Surtain, Burrow, and Golden.
So,
You good, probably?
yeah, we done.
I know. Your dad just said that 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
In here talking smack.
Is that a deed?
I got some stuff. I got some work for you. Do you want some work today? No, I don't have anything. I made that up.
Oh.
It was a fib. And I don't have the deed button today either.
Yes.
Prescott,
Finally.
Young, Worthy, and Schlesinger. So it was Gavin. It was sabotage. That's what it
A
was.
fib, hey, a fib means you don't get no pib.
I was sabotaged.
No pib. No pib. You're a fib.
Benson, Achan, Cook, and Jackson.
Said, yes, bud, there's a deed.
Jackson, Jones, Ward and Williams, and Gunner Hill. Sabotage.
Dog, how do you not get hot in here?
I mean, it's not that bad. I do, though, sometimes. May, Hutchinson, and Green.
Especially when you're sweating that duel.
Or whatever it might be.
Whatever, yeah.
Today it was. Today I thought it was Jackson Dart auto out of 5, but it was out of 25. Neighbors, Goddard, Caleb Williams, and Achan.
On the screen, it looked out of 5 to me.
You know what? KY's. That's right. We have not hit not one planet out of this case.
Dang. Well, hold up. You want me to call it real quick? Hold on, let me call it up.
I mean, there's only one pack left.
Oh, it's going to be in that pack right there.
Darnold, Pollard, Lamb, and Easy Eat. No, I don't know. I pulled the dart out of this
I'm
box.
telling you. It's
All
gonna
right,
be in
here it
that
is.
pack right there.
All right, here it
Watch,
is. Look.
watch.
Planetary Pursuit. No, negative. Nice try, Gavin.
Face cards, though.
Crosby, Achan, Scat, Woody Marks.
Well, we tried.
We did. JR, I'll have to see what's left in there to let you know. Now, I'm going to do a recap of this, and then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one.
But we didn't succeed. But we did pull a deed.
Oh, there's deeds up there. Yeah, the 2 autos were good. Yes, they were. We should technically, well, there's only 2 boxes left, so there's a chance we'll probably, I don't know. I'll have to see.
He said, y'all guys going fishing after work? Nah. Tomorrow I'm going to the Natty, dog.
Uh-oh.
So I got to go pack.
He's in here talking smack.
I got to go get that fresh fade. Then I got to go.
All right, I'm going to do a recap now. Appreciate you all. Then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board. In the next one, I'll get it up posted too.
Okay. Adios, y'all.
Peace out, Gav. Pick me up a Sal Stewart I don't have.
All right.
It doesn't have to be auto.
How about this? If I find one, I'll send you. What if it's a 1-on-1?
Why don't you just cop it up and trust? How about that? How about you cop it up and trust?
But
No. I want something numbered and I want it to look good.
But what if he's like Wander Franco?
I mean, well, I'll just have to live with that.
You know.
See ya. Cam Ward and Caleb, Hill, Banks Jr., Warren, Dart, Golden, Warren, Bates the third out of 249, Roquan out of 249, Riley Leonard, Chase Brown was out of 399, Shuck Silver. No, AJ, I'm staying back. I'll be on all week. You guys get to hang out with me all day. Every day. How's that sound? Greg just broke his coffee mug. Jalen Lane out of 249. Nick Scorton out of 299. Evan Ingram, that'll go to the Giants. They're the more expensive team. Cam Ward. Saquon Barkley. Gibbs and Montgomery. Jamar Chase. Herbert. Myles Garrett. Tootin. Justin Fields out of 249. Geno Smith out of 249. Chase and Burrow. St. Brown. Surtain. Allen. And Barkley. We have J-Mo out of 44, Brian Thomas Jr. out of 75, 2 out of 150, Monungai, Barron out of 150, Cam Kinchins out of 18. Wow, Jess, that might be the most quiet I've ever seen them. Congratulations, Jess. I'm sorry. The camera's off. It's not working. Savion Williams out of 61, Myles Garrett out of 299. Jackson Dart. Dallas Goddard out of 61. James Cook. Lamb Jack. Blake Cashman auto. Pat Bryant out of 199. J.C. Horn. DeAndre Swift out of 75. Omarion Hampton out of 75. Demetrius Knight out of 25. Tie-dye. Cam Scattaboo out of 50 for the Giants. Cliff Harris out of 149. Ellick for the Titans out of 44. Bucky Irving out of 61. Bryce Young out of 199 out of 50. Shadur and Travis Hunter. I need to write that on there. That'll go to the Browns. They're just a smidgen more in this break. We have Tet out of 75. That's cool. Tyler Shuck patch out of 99. Randy Moss Light Years, short print. Colston Loveland, RPA tie-dye out of 25. Look at that patch. That's a deed. Tesla on the Zebra for the Lions. Quinn Ewers out of 15 on the Gibby team going to Cheyenne. And the Jackson Dart, 3 out of 25 Acha. Solar Flare Edition. 28. And for the people that are in here, I'll just go ahead and hold this up so you can have a copy of that if you want it. Go ahead and take a screenshot, and you'll have it. And we'll get this ripped. Now, it's been simmering for a minute, you guys. I'm interested. It's been simmering. Oh, it's been simmering. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All right. It didn't do it. Thank you. Much appreciated. Now look at this. All right, good luck, everybody. I see a few squads coming off the board in that multi-year mixer, so let's get to going. No, yeah, it's not Matt. It's not. Yeah, I wish I could tell you right now the last box of Optic, we haven't hit a downtown. Yeah, that's not, no. No. Sorry about that. But what I will say is it's been a spectacular case. Trust me, if it had came down to it and I had one 2020 Optic hobby left and we hadn't hit a downtown, we would have done that as the first break of the day. Good luck. It's ripping time. JT in that break. I mean, it's 6 hobbies. You really can't go wrong. If you're going for a team under 100, you really can't go wrong. Just trust your gut. Because it's 6 different hobbies. Literally 6 different hobbies. Hertz, Smith, Waddle, and Royals. Tua, Gonzalez, Christian McCaffrey, and Nick Eamon-Worry. And if that football goes, it's only 12 o'clock here. If that football goes fairly well, then I'll probably run a baseball. I'm just trying to bide my time here a little bit and see if anything magically appears. Hall, Horn, Derrick Henry out of 150 for the Ravens, and Cam Wood. What up, Squeeps? I see you out there, Stephanie. Thank you. Thanks, Steph. Uh-oh, Larry's in there getting in trouble, too. Pearsall, Evans, Kittle, Ashton Genty. Samuel Jefferson, a Tyler Warren refractor. Yep, we'll take that. And Riley Leonard. Pitts, Love, Shadur and Hunter, and Trey Harris. And again, if you're first time in the break, this will go to the more expensive team on the card, and which happens to be the Browns. They're just a little bit more than the Jags. Well, do what you got to do, boo-boo. Goddard, Darnold, Love and Golden, and a Malachi Starks. You do you, boo-boo. Tony Pollard, Travandre Sweat, Nick Scorton, and a Jalen Noel. That's right, Dustin. Just listen to the calm voice of Primo. Nothing like trying to take a nap while listening to Primo. Crosby, Achan, Worthy, and Omarion Hampton. Gibbs, Pickens, Henry, and Dawkins. Yeah, it's not great, Noni. I had to deal with that when I went the other day. to New York. Miles Garrett, Zay Flowers, Derek Stingley Jr., and Jonas Sanker. Oh, I probably am, Dustin. There's no doubt about that. Looks like we've got a planet. This is the first one we've seen today. Good luck. Andrew Makuba. Derwin James Jr. It's a rookie. Da, 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 da. Venus Jackson Dog. Adeed. Hi, Neil. Yep, that's Adeed. Hutch, you talk your smack. You talk your smack. I see you, Hutch. No, there's a multi-year mixer at the bottom of the screen, folks. Don't you remember what those are? Have you forgotten? What does this world come to? Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Shadur, and Bayshal Tootin. We all do, Caleb. We all do. He'll be back tomorrow. Don't worry. He'll be back tomorrow. If I'd caught it in time, I could have just started a little bit later, but it was lit up when I got up this morning, or when I got on, and then when I looked over there, it wasn't there anymore, and there's nothing I can do other than stop the live, and I'm not going to do that. Xavier Watts out of 99, and Pat Bryant. Daniel Dimes, Derwin James Jr., Jahmyr Gibbs, and a Kyle Monunga. Jacob May, Malik Neighbors, TJ Watt, and a Nick Scorton. JJ, Dexter Lawrence, Aaron Rodgers, and Kelvin Banks Jr. Brock Purday, Cook, Trey Benson, and a Malachi Moore. That'd be Friday, Caleb. That'll be Friday. Noah and Kobe will be on tonight. So Noah and Kobe will be on tonight. Then they go to the National. And then Kobe's going to come back and stream with me on Friday and Saturday night. Hill, Diggs, and Stout. Actually, Kobe will be with me most of the day Friday. And then he'll be with me Saturday night, too. Fields, DK Metcalf, Tet, and Ellick. Hoove, I see you hopping in the next one. See, Hoove knows. You don't have to explain what a multi-year mixer is to Hoove. Hoove understands it completely. No, 3C, no. Look at it this way. I got to go to New York and Noah and Kobe didn't. I think it's fair that I stay back. They held down the fort while we were gone. I think it's fair that I try and do this, reciprocate. I think it's fair that I reciprocate that and stay here and keep the account going live during the morning. All right, let's get into a select. Empty. There's JJ. Coop DeJean, Jack Besh, Pat Bryant, and Black. I saw that, Dustin. Yeah, it got rained out yesterday or postponed. Pat Bryant, we got an auto here for the Brownies, it looks like. Dante Thornton Jr. and Quishon Judkins going to Zach Dad. Zach Dad, you get a deed too. Baker Mayfield and a Will Campbell. Give him some Primo autos to hand out. Will Campbell out of 99. Kalel, Achan, Caleb Johnson, Byron Young. Oh, Zach, that's nasty. I don't blame him. That guy's a monster. Total monster. Marvin Harrison Jr. David Montgomery for the Pats. Kyle Williams out of 199. It is a start. Matt, it's a start. We'll take it. Kyle Williams, Zay Flowers, and Derwin James Jr. Steph, they're hard to come by. They're hard to come by. There's not that many out there, I'll tell you that. But I'll send you one. Braylon Allen, Mason Taylor auto. Dave Craig for the Lions. Kyle Williams and Devontae Adams. There's only a few. There's not a lot to be had. Do you know that right now? No joke. There are 4 teachers that I went to that were teachers at my high school that have my autograph before I left high school. They walked up to me and got my autograph before I graduated. That happened. Marvin Mims out of 199. Bo Nix, Colson Loveland, Michael Penix Jr., and Tet. They must have saw something. They saw one big old Muppet's what they saw. Out of 199, Marvin Mims. It does not say Primo. Jackson Dart, CJ Stroud, James Pierce Jr., Mason Graham on the patch out of 149, and Brian Burns. Hey, Dylan, sometimes you got to let people know stuff they don't know. No, corn-fed. So the reason why they asked is because I was a pretty good actor at one point. Ashton Genty, Tucker Kraft out of 249, Derek Stingley, Brian Thomas Jr., and Jaden Higgins. There you go, Pack. We'll take that. Oh, I know. Mustachio wanted that Dave Craig auto. That's exactly why he got the Lions. He was like, I hope I get a Dave Craig. Can y'all just stay up there for a minute or not? All right, fine. Caleb Johnson, Jonu Smith, Derrick Henry, TJ Sanders, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, he's nasty, Bryce. I don't like him because he plays for the Packers. But he's nasty, and he talks a lot of smack along the way, too. Omarion Hampton, T. Higgins, Matthew Stafford, Ernest Jones, and Dylan Gabriel. Drake May Silver, Malik Neighbors, out of 399, Princely, Quinshawn, Scat. Right next to my Largent. Largent's nasty. No, I don't have the same breakdown there, you guys, but it is a multi-year mixer. I guess if you're in there, know that there's 2020, 21, 24, and 25 hobbies in that. The majority is 25 hobby because what? 1, 2, 3. Yep, 3 of them are 25 hobbies. So that's the vast majority of it. You can actually get the Giants for a little bit less than if they've been going. The going rate for the Giants, especially with 3 hobbies in it, of 25. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. That's a nice one. Out of 35. 19 out of 35 for the Colts. Look at that beaut. That's a beaut right there, Clark. That's a beaut. Matthew Stafford, Michael Penix, and Tyler the Hitman Loop. All right. Onward we go. All I need is a miracle. It's the Lions, Trevor. I'm a Lions fan. Empty box. Oh, you couldn't see that. There you go. Now you can see it. Get up off of that thing. Makes you feel better. That's so annoying. All right, I'm just fine. You guys can just go up on the regular tier. How about that? Travis Hunter, Malachi Starks, Eric Moulds for the Texans out of 44, Wes Welker, and a Andrew Van Ginkel to start out the Prism. My favorite Lion of all time is David Sloan. Shamar Stewart, Shooter, Xavier McKinney. Oh, we got an auto. It is Jared Wiley for the Chiefs and Lamb Jack. Derek Harmon, Matthew Golden, a silver Shooter we take round these parts. Yes, we do. Zach Dad, you got something else with your little Quinchon down there? A little silver Shooter action? Yep, we'll take that. Hutch and Patty. Maxwell Harrison. Carson Swessinger. Minka Fitzpatrick. Now that's for the Dolphins. I know he's wearing Steelers gear, but you can see it. You can see it right there. That's the Dolphins. And that's out of 44. Manning and Brock Bowers. Look, Dakota went and looked it up. Dakota went and looked up David Sloan. I love it. I love it. I was kind of hoping somebody would know who it was automatically. Dylan did, because I used to play with him on Madden. But, oh, I got you, Dakota. DJ Giddens, Kevin Winston Jr., LeGarrette Blunt, Kid Reporter, Kyron Williams, and Sean Taylor. No, I just threw somebody random out there. My favorite player is Barry Sanders. And then it's Calvin Johnson. And then it's probably Matt Stafford. Jalen Royals, we've got a rookie Lotus here. Marvin Harrison Jr. Patty French Fries, good luck. This could be interesting. Can I see the team? Colts. It is JT for the Colts out of 18. Colts are eating a little bit. Probably JR. In reality, they probably did. When we lost to the when we had a big lead on the Niners and lost that was probably our chance to at least make the Super Bowl. I wouldn't say we're done. We still have a really good offense. So, weirder things have happened. Rourke, Hampton, Quinn Ewers on the Kangaroo out of 61. So, but probably our window's probably slammed shut a little bit there. Jeffrey Simmons and Chuck. Jalen Lane, Donovan, Sneed, Williams, and Omari and Hampton. Caleb, you tripping, dog. Quinshon Judkins, Will Johnson, Micah McFadden, Xavier Legette, and Jordan Addison. Oh, no, I'm a Herman Moore fan. I was born in Charlottesville. He went to the University of Virginia. But Herman Moore is not Barry Sanders. Herman Moore is also not Calvin Johnson. Tyleek, Kyle Pitts, Kid Reporter, Horn, and Travis Hunter. Chuck Base, Egbuka Base, Jerome Bettis for the Rams out of 61. That's different. Matt, that's a little different there, bro. Max Crosby and Patty Mahomes. Mullins, Henderson, Jefferson, Caden Ellis out of 61, and a Caleb Johnson. All right, let's get into the next Cosmic. Then we've got a Select and another Cosmic left after that. And then I've got a multi-year mixer pinned at the bottom of the screen. That is the last Optic 2020 hobby from that case. It's the end of it. But there's other stuff in there than that. I'm just saying. So your Chargers, your Bengals, your Dolphins, your Eagles, Colts, Cowboys. Who am I forgetting in 2020? Forgetting somebody. Empty. Debo, and kind of looks like we got a son here, maybe. Tet, Roma Dunzi, And for the Giants, Cam Scattaboo. They sat there too, man. They sat there and sat there for a minute. Going to Neil. That's right, dog. That's right, dog. That's annoying me. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Jefferson, Collins, Hurts, and Will Johnson. Surtain, orange. Ty Hamilton. For the Chicago Bears, out of 25, Luther Burden Detroit. And that goes to Kale. Kale, we take those, bro. That is certainly a deed. Dak Prescott, Bryce Young, Luther Burden again, and Abdul Carter. Go, Chargers, go. Benson, Achan, Abdul, and Mimbo. The Kiata. Swift, Hill, Hurts, and A.J. Brown, and an R.J. Harvey. Thank you for hopping in the next one, Dakota. I don't know which route you went, but good luck. Fields, Metcalf, London, Shutter. Oh, watch it now, there, Pack. Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, Jamar Chase, and Quinshon Judkins. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Joe Burrow, and Teddy Buchanan. Lambjack, Danny Dimes, Kyle Hamilton, and a Jalen Walker for the Falcons. Pickens, Garrett, Stroud and Collins, and a Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. All right. We got, I see you, Steve. We've got 2 more boxes over here to my right. We ain't done quite yet. Zay Flowers, Matthew Stafford, Pat Bryant, and a Ty Felton. Robinson, Tua, Jay Jettas, and Savion Williams. Christian Gonzalez, Breece Hall, Chris Olave, and Revel Jr. Pearsall, Evans, Pickens, Fannin. James Jr., May, Higgins, and Stewart. There was Caleb. There sure was. Neighbors, Goddard, Lamb, and Henderson. Kind of irrelevant, though. That shouldn't be a deterrent on getting into that box. If you watched all the other boxes, you'd know what I'm talking about. Darnold and Jacobs, somebody not very good. Dak Prescott out of 199 and Cam Scattaboo. I've pulled 5 cards better than the downtown out of the case itself. Pollard, Crosby, Henry, and Collins. Well, then you knew the answer then because that was the same break, Caleb. Don't be in here trolling me, Caleb. You better stop it. You better stop it right now. Got my eye on you, buddy. Travis, Achan Gibbs, Lawrence, and Tez Johnson. All right, let's open the last select. Hopefully, there's a deed in there. And what I mean by deed is something gold. I want to see gold. I want to see gold. Don't you fib me, Caleb. Nice try, mister. I'm on to you, Caleb. Nice try. Tell him more, dog. Empty box. All right. Let's see what Select has in store for us. Come on now. Come on now. You play no games with me. Michael Williams, Leonard Fournette, looking a little bearish maybe. Rome Odunze on the patch auto for the Bears at a 249. And that's going to Caleb. Caleb, you got another deed, bro. Cam Chancellor. Jalen Hurts. Steph, we need to see some Panthers up in here, don't we? Diggs, Worthy, Neighbors, Chambers, and a Shuck base. Rattler, Shuck, Silver, Nico, Urlacher, and Shadeed. Rashid Shadeed. Great afternoon to you, Sean. Abdul Carter, Tony Pollard. That's not the Titan we want, bro. Out of 399, Ray Davis, Atet, and Curtis Samuel. But the best way I can explain it is there's a multi-year mixer pin at the bottom of your screen. There's 6 hobbies in it. The year is 2020, 21, 24, and 25. That pretty much puts every single person that's mattered in the last 4 years, not every single one. Let me back off a little bit. 85% of the most important football players that were drafted in the last few years are in play in that. So, there you go. That's what's in that break. Look, I got what I wanted. It's gold. Egbuka. Riley Leonard. Jalen Carter. This might just be a... Is this a patch, maybe? Which way is this go? Oh, is it a duel? Nope. Rookie. For the Pats, Kyle Williams, 9 out of 10. RPA, and that's the second one of the break. I told you the Pats were due. Nobody can say I didn't say that. I said it. Kyle Williams, gold, RPA out of 10. Also known as a deed. Yep. Austin Eckler out of 49. Charles Woodson, James Conner, Quinshawn Judkins, and Breece Hall. Uh-oh, Josh B. Exum's in here. Oh, I must have put a good break up there. Josh B. Exum got in it. That's a telltale sign right there. Puka, Terrence Ferguson out of 149. Garrett Wilson, Jack Besh, and Jalen Royals. Oh, what's that? Yeah, it's a D. Makuba, Wilson, Purdy, Taj Brooks. Bryn, this is a 2025 Select Hobby Box. Tyler Warren, DeAndre Swift. Well, it's the Kyle Williams show now. Out of 99 on the patch. Did they really put that in the same box that had his out of 10 RPA in it? Cam, what? Savion Williams. Coleman. We have an auto here. It is Bashal Tutin for the Jags. Going to Andy. Jordan Love. Trey Smith. Wonks, it has not yet. Don't worry, tomorrow it's going down no matter what. Because I already have that product in house as the tribute. So if I have to wait a little bit longer for it to get here, I do. I do have a baseball break I can run that I can run after that football. But I was kind of waiting to see if the other stuff showed up. If it doesn't, I'll try and run at least one of those baseball. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. It's going to be a little bit easier of a baseball break. DJ Moore out of 299. Sorrell, Tua, Travion, and Gates. I just didn't want to. I wanted to give it as much time as I could to see if anything just magically appeared. Rashad Bateman. Trent Williams for the Niners out of 99. Carter, Egbuka, and Taylor. All right, we're down to one box. You better speak now or forever hold your peace because I don't have any more boxes. We went through 5 hobbies already. There's been some good stuff in it. The Patriots are kind of winning right now, and so are the Giants. But we got one box left. You can win too. You can be a winner too. No, better. So 350,000 likes was just too much to go for, huh? Nobody has any determination anymore. I see how it is. Empty box. No determination, huh? Nobody wants to persevere. Okay. All right. It's fine. Daniel Dimes, Derwin James Jr., Love, and Golden, and Makuba. Oh, I see some people still out there working at it. It's just I don't see the ones that asked, the ones that were interested in winning a givey or being a part of a givey. I don't see their names on the board. I don't see it. I don't see it. They didn't have what it took. Must not have wanted to shop that stand too bad. Drake May, T. Higgins, Jaden Daniels out of 199, and Nick Emanwari. It's Jaden. Malik Neighbors, Goddard, Worthy, Cam Ward. Darnold, Pollard, Jacobs, Genty. That's definitely a numbered star fractor. Riley Leonard, and come to think of it, we were probably due for that. Derek Stingley. All right. Good luck. For the Texans, Nico Collins going to Hoove. 24 out of 25 for the Texans. I tried to fight off the Panini dust, but select one. I tried. And yeah, that's a D. Dowdle, Jackson, Burrow, and Sanker. No, it's a real thing. Panini dust is a real thing. It's an epidemic. Fought that one off. James Cook, Swift, London, and Starks. Hill. Fields, Shooter, and Noel. Never surrender. Uh-oh. Constellations. A D. Omari and Hampton. DK Metcalf, Jalen Hurts. And for the Dolphins, I believe. Rookie. I think I pulled this. Ollie Gordon the second for the Fins. That is Josh. And that's going to Josh. And yes, that's a D. We take those. We certainly take those. You don't see very many of them. Geno Smith, Aaron Jones, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Ingram Dawkins. Achan, Lawrence, DeAndre Swift, and RJ Harvey. Would have been nice if that was like a QB or something. I mean, not congratulations, Dolphins, but it would have been nice if that was like a QB or something. That would have been a choice. That would have been nice. Gibbs, Pickens, McCaffrey, and Shadur. Garrett, Flowers, Stafford, and Judkins. Kim, he's in the NFL. Better than most. Robinson, Tua, Kittle, and Buchanan. Pearsall, Evans, Mahomes and Kelsey, and Josiah Stewart. Samuel, Olave, Henderson, Gold Steeler, Derek Harmon out of 50. Derek Harmon out of 50. And then we only got a few packs left. Steve, the Titans went silent on you. Jefferson, Collins, Thomas, and Cam Scattaboo. They went cold on you. They went completely cold on you, which is actually pretty abnormal for the Titans. Surtain, Prescott, Thornton, and Collins. You don't encounter that much, but it's going to happen to every team at some point. Young, Benson, Drake London, and Tej Johnson. Last pack magic. You know what we haven't seen in a while also? Forget the lunar box. Where's the super at? Christian Gonzalez, Hall, Nico Collins, and Jalen Walker. Where's the superfractor at? Huh? All right. Let me get this to the side. I will do a recap of what was in this break. Steph, the Panthers and the Titans were in cahoots. They were in cahoots together. That's right. They were in cahoots. I don't have nothing to do with it. It wasn't me. A couple of deeds get you a deed, and then another deed, and did you get a deed? All right, recap time is imminent. Then I will do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. Folks, it's multi-year. 2020, 21, 24, and 25 hobbies in that break. The vast majority of it, yes, it's nice to have the multi-years. They are going to get somebody a couple of deeds. But please remember that there's 3 2025 hobbies in that. Select, Cosmic, and Topps Chrome Black. So that's the majority of the break. But there are 3 other hobbies in there. One of them is 2020 Optic. One of them is Origins 21. And one of them is Select 24. That is not an inexpensive box. Actually, the Optic 2020 box is the most expensive box in the break. Shuck, Bryant, Graham, Collins, Kelsey and Mahomes, Kittle, Shadur, Golden and Love. Trent Williams was out of 99. DJ Moore out of 299. Terrence Ferguson out of 149. Austin Eckler was out of 49. Egbuka, Abdul Carter, Tony Pollard, Tet, CeeDee Lamb, Stroud and Collins, and Hurts and Brown. Depends on the year, Dan the man. Which one? Carter, Burden the third, Jared Wiley, Caden Ellis out of 61, Minka Fitzpatrick for the Finns out of 44, Drake May, Quinshon Judkins, Colston Loveland, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tet, Shadur, and Travis Hunter. Hang on, let me write that for them so they know. So they probably came down a little bit here recently, Dan. I thought maybe you were talking about one of the multi-year ones. I don't want to be wrong. I think they came down here recently. Just look it up on Google. You can find out exactly what their going rate is. Kittle and McCaffrey, but I do think recently they went down. Not anything crazy, but they did go down. Molds out of 44. Will Campbell out of 99. Derrick Henry out of 150. JT out of 18. Malik Neighbors out of 399. Tucker Kraft out of 249. Marvin Mims out of 199. Dave Craig. Xavier Watts out of 99. Shadur. Scorton. Ashton Genty. Tyler Warren. Jerome Bettis out of 61 for the Rams. Quinn Ewers out of 61 for the Finns. Out of 199, Dak Prescott. Out of 50, Derek Carmen and DeAndre Swift. Jaden Daniels out of 199. Kyle Williams out of 99. Roma Dunzi, patch auto out of 249. Bayshaw Tootin. Kyle Williams RPA for the Pats out of 199. Out of 35, Jonathan Taylor. Quinshawn Judkins auto for the Browns out of 25, Luther Burden III. Ollie Gordon II on the Constellations. Cam Scadaboo son. Jackson Dart Venus. Nico Collins Starfractor out of 25. And the Kyle Williams Gold RPA for the Pats. It is 9 out of 10. I don't have an overlay, you guys. If you guys want to go see what's what as far as whose team's got what in this, you'll have to go over to YouTube for 238 cards and find it, because I can't use the overlay today because it's messing up. So, but what I can do is print the sheet out, and you can take a screenshot of that if you would like. So let me get that done too. Okay. Let's start with, I'm going to start with Origins. I'm going to start with Origins 21 and rip a Band-Aid off or two. Amber May, that's not what you were supposed to do. You're not supposed to be in the baseball, Amber May. What did I say? That's not the Cardinals. What did you do? And thank you. All right, take a screenshot of this. This is this break here. I'll write the number at the top so you guys can see it. All right, there it is. Take a screenshot. That'll show your name beside your squad. I just don't have the overlay today, okay? And then let's get this ripped. I see that we're at 2,000 shares. I'll put another Shop the Stand in there here in a little bit. There's one still going right now. So, and then baseball's pinned at the bottom of your screen. All right. Good luck. See what kind of damage we can do. Empty. All right, we start out with the Michael Thomas base for the Saints. Behind that is a Kyle Trask for the Bucks. Familiar friend of mine there. Kadarius Toney for the Giants out of 15 on the rookie patch. And who got the G-Men in this one? I forgot. Wonks. There you go, Wonks. Behind that, Jamar Chase rookie auto out of 25. That's why you do true mixers, folks. That is why you do true mixers, okay? I can lead you as far as I can lead you, okay? But I'm just telling you, that's why you do these. Yeah, I want a case break. I want a case break. No, you want a true mixer. Remember it. Write it down. Take a picture. Deeds. And that is Neil. Nice hit, bro. Look at this. Look, we're not done yet. Oh, hi, it's just a Nico Collins RPA for the Texans. Whoops. Hi, Hoove. Amari Cooper out of 299 and a Darren Waller out of 79. Whoops. Hi, my name's Primo. I'm also known as the Deedsman. I don't control what happens, it just does. And you can thank Joe Boo too, because he's always there. He's always a part of it. It started out with Kyle Trask, but it ended with Jamar Chase and Nico Collins. All right? Okay? You understand? All right. He does. He responds to flattery. Yes, he does. You can do that, Batman. You probably should. I think that's a good idea. I think that's a real good idea. All right. Topps Chrome Black. Baseball is pinned at the bottom of your screen. That's probably the easiest baseball break I've put up in a very long time. All right. That's good, Nav. The Deedaholic. Bonix, Shamar Stewart, RJ Harvey, a Jalen Lane gold out of 50, Jordan Addison, and Justin Fields. Yep. 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 It's a chopper. Probably a baseball jersey, Tabs. Probably a baseball jersey. J.C. Horn, Kyler Murray, Terrence Ferguson, Will Howard, C.J. Stroud out of 299, and Ricky Parasol. All right, Duff. Let's get it, bro. And you guys, like I said, I waited as long as I possibly could. Topps Chrome's not here yet. So, but just know this. For the next 2 days, it's going to be baseball fest for the most part. We'll do some football, but it's going to be baseball. Especially with the release tomorrow. All right, good luck. Dylan Sampson for the Browns out of 75. I told you they got too many rookies. They're going to show up all the time. On the Mini Diamonds auto out of 75, Dylan Sampson for the Brownies. Empty box. All right, let's get this here, and you go here, and then you go here. Now what do I do? Now what do I do? Now what do I do? Let's do select 25. Let's do select 25. Yes, it did, Abra. Hang on, let's see. I'll tell you right now who won Shop the Stand. And we'll do that at the end of this break, and then I'll start another one here in a minute. So, Fowler, you won Shop the Stand. We'll do that. We'll do that. Baseball's filling up pretty quick. Let me get through this break, you guys. Jahmyr Gibbs, Chop Robinson, Riley Leonard for the Colts on the auto, Hunter, and Lambjack. Crave, what are you saying? And good afternoon. I'm not exactly sure what you're saying. DeAndre Swift, out of 99, Ridley, Scorton, Neighbors, and Trey Harris. Yeah, we're going to do a little tribute. We're going to do more than a couple of tribute tomorrow. All right, Matt, I got you. I haven't pulled one myself, no, but I think he's in there. I think he's in there. Urlacher, Mike Gesicki, and yes, please. Oh, that's sick. Devin Hester on the auto for the Bears. Steph on the Hall of Fame auto out of 50. That's sick. 4 out of 50. This would be a nice set to collect. That would be a nice set to collect right there. Crave, I'm not exactly sure why. I mean, it hasn't been out very long either. Maybe he just hasn't showed up yet. You know what I mean? Jaden Blue, Arian Smith on the tie-dye out of 25. Michael Pittman, Travis Hunter, and Rashid Shadeed. Best kick returner of all time, folks. And there'll never be another one because the way everything's set up now. Arroyo, Birch, Fields, Gates, Jalen Carter. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. It's a Jackson Dart out of 49. You absolutely want it. You absolutely want this card. And Wonks, congratulations. That is absolutely a deed. Out of 49. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Were you expecting something bad? Mason Graham, Tyleek Williams, Travis Hunter, and Riley Leonard. Nice hit, Wonks. Nice hit. Initial read on that, you'll have to look at the corners, but my initial read is definitely grade that immediately. Montez Sweat. Oh, no. Now we got a redemption. Jordan Love. Curtis Samuel. Jay Jettas. It's football. 2025 Panini Select. Signatures Prism. Oh, boy. Out of 42, or card 42, Michael Penix Jr. going to Josh B. Josh B called it. He put it out into the world, and he called it. He called it. Here, let me write this on the back for the shipping crew. He called it from three-point range. Nice hit, Josh B. Not a lot left in baseball, huh? I guess I got 3 more hobbies to get through in this. We could probably run another one if it fills that quick. Bucky Irving, Quinshon Judkins out of 99, Zabel, Colson Loveland, and Trey Smith. I didn't expect, I knew it was cheaper, but I didn't know it was going to fill that quick. Did they, MJ? That's nasty. And shop the stand. You're right. You're right. And I got to start another one of those. Oh, my goodness. Here, let me focus, folks. Let me rip. Xavier McKinney, Luvu. Oh, my goodness gracious. Randy Moss on the alter ego for the Pats. Deeds. Hi, Derek. This is your deed. That's nasty. RJ Harvey and Chris Boswell. Quinshon, Bolton, T-Law, Jackson Smith, and Nick Sirianni. That's right, D. Billy Bowman Jr., Ellick, Tyler Warren, Ursary, and Mimbu. I'll take care of these two. We still got 3 hobbies to open. I need to get through these. We'll go ahead and open Select 24 next. Brian Thomas Jr. for the Jags out of 399. Jackson Dart patch out of 149. CJ Stroud, Cam Ward. No way, dude. On the field level and Fred Warner. That's a good box right there. The only thing we're missing is a 101. I got you, Chris. I got you. Chris, this is my suggestion. If it's the first time you've ever been in a break, just relax. Do not get all worked up and worried about it. Just whatever happens, happens. The more you feel that way, I promise you, the more you'll hit. The more you get up worried and it's like, well, I didn't get a card. The more you do that, the more you're going to not get cards. I'm telling you. I'm just telling you right now. I'm here to tell you that if that's the reaction you have towards it, it's going to not be fun. You need to just try to have fun. Even if they don't show up. Just try to have fun. Select 24. Empty box. Josh, you've gotten enough. Josh, you have enough. Now stop it. You're being greedy. CeeDee Lamb. Whoop. Brian Thomas Jr. Isaac Garendo for the Niners out of 99. Honey Badger and Jamal Williams. You don't see these all that much in 24. Good luck, Donovan. Sneed. O'Doonsey. Tyrone Tracy Jr., Caleb Williams base, we'll take that, and Ed Oliver. Lambjack, Kyle Pitts, a silver JJ. We take those. Christian Gonzalez out of 99 and a Barry Sanders base. LaCourte, oh man. So I actually, well, when I was doing it on my own before I got here, I got my hands on some 2003 tops and we did a break of that once. Is that right? Is that 2003, I think? No. Hang on, that's not right. I think it was 2005. Whatever Aaron Rodgers' rookie year was, that year. I got my hands on a box of that, and we did a break. Just a mixer. T. Higgins, Brock Bowers base, Patrick Queen. There we go. JJ out of 249 for the Vikings. Yes, it's base. No, there's no JR. That's club level doesn't mean anything other than how the card looks. So, see premier level, it's a different variation. Club level, it's still a base card. So when you know that it's not a base card, it's going to say Prism on the back. Okay. Now it can be any one of those. It can be Premier. It can be any one of them. But if it doesn't say Prism on the back, then you know it's a base card. Thibodeau, Bonix rookie, Dalton Hilliard out of 149 for the Saints, one of the all-time great Saints there. And Tyke Smith and Jimmy Graham. DeMarcus Ware, Silver Ray Davis rookie, Bonix rookie, Chris Godwin and Devin Singletary. Amon-Ra, Jahmyr Gibbs, CJ Stroud Silver, Caleb Williams Phenomenon Silver, and JJ McCarthy. JJ McCarthy showing up. We'll take that Caleb, though. Jared Verse, Ray Davis. What in the world is that? Chris Jones, Sam Hubbard, rookie, Viking, J.J. McCarthy, 2 out of 10 gold, another Lee. Look, I know he's got somebody in front of him right now. But I'm telling you right now, if J.J. McCarthy becomes a good quarterback anywhere, that is a nasty card. You're going to want it. You're definitely going to want that card. That's also known as a deed. Joe Alt, Bonix, base rookie. Hold on, somebody was behind him. DeMarcus Ware, Joe Burrow patch for the Bengals out of 149, and Xavier Worthy. It's been a decent box. Jay Anderson, I've got it. I've got a baseball break at the bottom. I don't know what's left in it, though. I don't think there's many teams left. Jay Jetta's XRC. I might have to look this up. Drake May, base rookie. Daniel Carlson out of 249. Tua, tag a bag of raviolis. And let's use Jay Jetta to sweat this. So this will be a 2025 rookie here. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Noni. Card 506. Running back 1, 2026. So 2025 running back 1. That's Genty, right? That's Genty, right? He was the first running back off the board. I mean, I can look it up, but I'm feeling pretty confident it's Genty. I'll look it up real quick just to make sure. Hang on. Stephanie, it's yours, but I just to give it good measure, take the extra step. 2024 select card 506. Ashton Genty, confirmed. Confirmed. Ashton Genty, congrats. That's a PC card for you, and it is not expired. You've got till November to claim redeem that. Steph. Raiders. Nice hit. That's an excellent hit. PC Deed. All right, let me continue on here. Herbie, Mosert, Darnell Washington, Latu, and a Mims. Take care of Daniel. Sorry, Daniel Carlson. I left you kind of hanging out there. All right, last pack. And then I'm going to open Cosmic, and we'll end with Optic. Samuel, Fred Taylor, Aaron Rodgers for the Jets out of 49. What a box. Josh, on the Givey, I think. Aaron Rodgers out of 49. Keenan Allen and Chuba Hubbard. Wow. This has been quite the break. I might as well just pull a Pluto Patty Mahomes next or something. All right, Cosmic. No, this would be the perfect time. Right now would be the perfect time for Lunar. If it just be right. Just be there. It's perfect. Sometimes things are perfect, and that would be perfect. Wow! 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 Nada. Good luck. And we still have an Optic 2020 hobby to do. Then I'm going to have to do a roll call for baseball. Hill, Fields, Josh Allen, and Abdul Carter. I will do a recap of this break before any of that. Day and night. DK, Jalen Hurts, Savion Williams, and Mimbu. Jefferson, Collins, Herbert, and Josiah Stewart. Irving, McLaurin, Dexter Lawrence, and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. JJ, Dexter Lawrence, Herbie on the refractor, and Tet. Thank you, NYT. Good chance that's probably going to go before I'm done, but that's okay. CJ Stroud, Derrick Henry, Matthew Golden on the nucleus, and a Ty Felton. Purdy, Cook, CJ Stroud, and Will Johnson. Nix, Judy, Surtain, and Savion Williams. Caleb, Horn. Well, that just jumped up out of nowhere. I thought it was an insert. Lightyear super short print for the Colts. Trick. How about a Peyton Manning on the super short print? Yep, we take those. That's also known as a deed. Your very first deed. Your very first deed. Congratulations. And Rebel Jr. Swift, Sutton, Bijan out of 199, and a Ty Hamilton. Little Pay Manning. Little Pay. You got your little Bijan action there, bro. Pitts, Love, Brees Hall, and Harold Fannin Jr. Evans, Samuel Jackson Dart, and Jalen Walker. I saw you copped up a spot, Chris. I saw it. Yeah, Amber, I will put that up there. Just let me get through the break. Garrett, Burrow, and Chase, and RJ Harvey. Don't worry, you guys. Whoever worked to get those shares in, we'll do it. But let me get through the break first. Flowers, Robinson, Diggs, and Sanders. Shelba, I don't know. Maybe. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, Kyler Murray, and Quinshon Judkins. Kind of running out of time a little bit. Hall, Pearsall, Waddle, and Buchanan. Yeah, they kind of are. Surtain, Prescott, Saquon Barkley, and Travion Henderson. Bryce Young, TJ Watt, Xavier Watts for the Falcons out of 150, and a Scattaboo. We still have a whole Optic 2020 hobby to open. Benson, Achan, Hall, Alfred Collins, Theo, Williams, Sweat, and Tez Johnson. All right, I'm going to get this to the side here. And let's finish off with the last Optic 2020 hobby from that case. It's been an excellent case. Let's see what progresses here. Tabs, I'm going to pull one this week. It's happening. All right, good luck, 2020. You got a Saints auto in this, I think. Yeah, Dalton Hilliard. Teddy Bridgewater, Sterling Shepard, Michael Thomas, and Kinlaw. Drew Lock, Russell Wilson, Matthew Stafford out of 125 for the Lions, and Brian Edwards. And Jason just closed this out. T.Y. Hilton, Kyler Murray, CeeDee Lamb Silver. We want that, Cowboys, going to CK. And Ross Blaylock. Kirk Cousins, Khalil Mack, Calvin Ridley, and Trayvon Diggs. I think it is Little Monsters. Jamison, Crowder, Matthew Stafford, DJ Chark Jr. out of 199, and a Jay Jetta base rookie. And I'll do a recap of this, and then I'll do a roll call for baseball because I'm going to need to put everybody's names in on the sheet. Deshaun Watson, Kerrigan, Adam Thielen, and Raekwon Davis. Jared Goff, Tre'Davious White, Lynn Bodden Jr. out of 25 for the Raiders on that Pandora, and a Joe Burrow base rookie. Yeah, this case has been a good case. All right, top loader, you don't want to be my friend, then get out my face. Don't try me. I'll get rid of all of it. I'll get rid of the penny sleeve. I'll get them all. I'll get all of it. And there's a shop to stand in between. Yes, there is. I ain't playing no games. It'll be gone. It'll be gone. Greg, don't you worry about it. Greg, don't you have some work to do? Taysom Hill, Dak Prescott, Nick Chubb, and Noah. Jimmy Garoppolo, Will Fuller. Logan Wilson out of 50 on the auto for the Bengals. All right, well, there's our auto. You at the I just at the hotel. I just chilling. And Tristan Wirfs. Tyreek Hill, Devontae Parker, Clavion Chason out of 199, and a Chase Young. I think I pulled a Clavion Chason numbered card out of every hobby box I opened. Coop, Christian McCaffrey, Jake Fromm, and John Hightower. Saquon, Cooper, Edelman, and A.J. Terrell. Nick Bosa, Phillip Rivers, Aaron Jones, and a Cole McDonald. Come on, give us one more nice rookie number deed. Honey Badger, Wilkins. We'll take that too. Antoine Whitfield Jr. rookie out of $2.99 for the Bucks, and a Jeff Okuda. Mitch Trubisky, Le'Veon Bell, AJ Green, and a Darnell Mooney. Devin Bush, Zadarius Smith, Lance Allworth, and Arnett. I might have that card, Jeff. Haskins, Williams, Carr, Tommy. Josh Allen, Michael Thomas, Ben Roethlisberger Silver, and an Eno Benjamin. Odell Beckham Jr., TJ Watt, Marlon Davidson, and Antoine Winfield Jr. JJ Watt, Patrick Mahomes, Christian Fulton out of $2.99, and a Cole Kmet for the Bears. All right, I got a couple of things I need to do here. First of all, wow, deeds were in that. And no, I know everybody didn't get one, but a lot of you did. So let me do this recap real quick. Then I got to do a roll call for baseball. And then I'll also need to do shop the stand. I got a lot I need to do here. So give me a second. Let me get all this wrangled in here. And we will do a recap first and then all that other stuff, okay? And I know baseball's full, so give me a second. Fulton, Roethlisberger, Antoine Winfield Jr. for the Bucks, Clavion Chason, DJ Chark Jr., Justin Jefferson base, Xavier Watts out of 150, Barkley, Dart, Surtain, Herbert, Allen, Carlson, and Ray Davis. J.J. McCarthy, Brian Thomas Jr. out of $3.99, Ellick, Quinshawn, DeAndre Swift out of 99, Will Howard. Jalen Lane was out of 50. We had the Kadarius Toney rookie patch out of 15. Amari Cooper out of 299 and Darren Waller out of 79. Quinshawn Judkins out of 99. Colston Loveland. CJ Stroud out of 299. Dalton Hilliard out of 149. This was a Michael Penix Jr. redemption. That's Falcons. Arian Smith out of 25 on the tie-dye. Riley Leonard auto. Logan Wilson auto out of 50 for the Bengals. Lynn Bodden out of 25. Burrow base. Silver CeeDee Lamb rookie. Stafford out of 25 for the Lions. Bijan out of 199. Joe Burrow patch out of 149. And Caleb Williams silver phenomenon rookie. We had J.J. McCarthy out of 249. Isaac Garindo out of 99. Christian Gonzalez out of 99. Cam Ward on the field level silver. Matthew Golden, Jackson Dart patch out of 149. Dylan Sampson out of 75. This is a XRC running back 1, which would be for the Raiders. A nice hit there, by the way, Steph. Nico Collins on the RPA. Peyton Manning, light years. Aaron Rodgers out of 49 for the Jets. Devin Hester, Hall of Fame auto out of 50. Jackson Dart out of 49. J.J. McCarthy, gold rookie out of 10. It is 2 out of 10. We had the alter ego case hit Randy Moss for the Patriots. And we had the rookie on-card auto, 19 out of 25, Jamar Chase. Whoops. Did we see a couple of deeds? Yeah, it'll have Fanatics exclusives in it. That's, well, we'll see. We'll see what it is. I've never actually opened the hobby. I've been opening the jumbos, but all right, it's popping up in your upper left-hand corner. This break is ready to go. Appreciate you guys. I would put it back up there. I can rip it in enough time. I just don't know if it's going to fill in enough time. So I'll tell you what. You know what? I need thumbs up on people that would get in. If it's anywhere near 10 or 15, I'll put it in there. If it's like 3 people, not happening. All right, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 6. 7. Art said he's in. 8. Rhino with the thumbs down. That's 9. Gavin with the thumbs down. That makes it 7. Hannah's in. We're back to 8. We need 2 more. We need 2 more. Come on, we need 2 more. No, we got some thumbs downs in there too. Taylor and Little John, I don't even know who y'all are. I don't believe you. I need to see somebody that I know. Nice try, though. Appreciate your thumbs up. All right, I know Firehawk. I'm going to try and run this break one more time. All right, Kyle's in. Fine. Don't leave me hanging, guys. Don't do it to me. The only reason I'm really doing it is because I know it's a cheaper break. It's not that hard to get into. All right, I'm putting it in there. It's going in there right now. It's in there. It's in there. It's pinned too. I'll repin it in case you can't see it. All right. I don't want to start. Actually, you know what? I want to see what's in this. We're going to start with this because I haven't got to open this yet, and it's a Fanatics Fest exclusive. So look for 1 autograph relic in every box or relic in every box. And what's the Fanatics exclusive? Well, I guess we'll find out when we open it. Good luck. Now, there will be a decent amount of base in this, you guys. It's just how it rolls. Like I said, I'm used to opening jumbos, so. Shohei, Matt Chapman, Cam Sanders, that's a rookie. Nemo, Tampa Bay, Alec Thomas, Machado, Ray, Piguero, Kirby, and Jose Cornel. These might be a little bit better, actually, now that I think about it, because I didn't even see this. Colson Montgomery was chilling behind that. We take those. Yeah, we take those. Oh, I'm getting a little worried. I think I saw like 4 teams come off the board. I'm scared now. What did you do to me? You tricked Primo, didn't you? Oh my goodness. Jake, Austin Wins, Conine and Rooker, Will Smith, Rafael Flores, Cody Bellinger, Caden Dana, Shota Imanga on the patch, and a Brady House for the Nationals. All right. Nobody man said he counted 13. Well, that's close. It was exactly the amount of people that said they'd get in. Well, I mean, I can't be that mad. Let's put you up here real quick. Same exact break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. Paulie, Mangum, Braves, Senga, Diaz, Amai, Stevenson, Sanchez, Alcantara, Brian. Oh, I didn't know what was going on here. Are these? All right, somebody tell me. I haven't opened the hobby before. I've never seen these out of a jumbo. Is this something that comes out of a hobby, or is this something else? Because I've never seen a Stars of the MLB come out of a jumbo. Okay, these I have. That one not so much. Cole Young on the Stars of the MLB. Kyle Bradish, Peralta, Bieber, Abner, Mountcastle, Paris, Garcia and Hoffman, Bryce Eldridge, Chris Bryant, and a nice Ozzie Smith for the Cardinals. Okay, I just wanted to ask because I've only opened jumbos and I've never seen one of those in it. McClanahan, Yankees, Oha, Paredes, Eddie Haino, Meadows, Musgrove, Brown, Beebe, Walker, Mason Wynn. That's sick. That's nasty. That looks cool. And Francisco Lindor. with the city in the background. That's cool. I like that. So we're halfway full in the next baseball. It is identical to this one. And I'd say 90% of the teams are fairly easy to get in that. Not all of them. The Dodgers, some of the bigger ones will cost you a little bit. But most of them are super easy to get. DeLuca. The Reds with the high five. Anderson, Osuna, Weathers, Peterson, Povich, Ortiz, Duran, Treya Savage, we'll take that. Tanner Gordon, and a Murakami. Look at that, Steph. A little Murakami action, just like that. Just like that. Also known as a deed. Thank you, Sports Card Den. So if the Dodgers are down, there aren't really that many teams that are difficult. Obviously, it's got to be a team that you want to get, but I'm just saying, most of the teams in there are going to be fairly easy to get. Myers, Naylor, Murray, Dreyer, White Sox, Kerstad, Priester, St. Louis Cardinals, Drake Baldwin, Liam Hicks, Mike Burrows, Cole, Jack Winkler for the Astros, and Bryce Matthews for the Astros. Yeah, this is the least expensive of the boxes in this break, just so you know. I don't know who said it. Duff. This is the least expensive of every box in this break. So all the good stuff's after this. Soto, Clement, Takes Flight, Mullins, Angels, Zach, Slade, Brian Reynolds, Ichiro, and Treya Savage. We'll take that too. Yeah, you can get good cards out of this. I'm just letting them know that this is the easiest of the boxes. Still looking for whatever the exclusive is in this. Well, I guess we'll see it eventually. McDonald, PJ, Swanson and Taylor, Rojas, Baz, Carter Jensen, we'll take that. Duran, Alec Bohm, Stan Musial, and Pete Alonso. And some of these will be top loaded after the fact. 14 teams left, folks. 14 teams left. Same break. Julian, Bo Bichette, Stars Align, Ryan Helsey, Spencer Steer, Stott, Akamoto, Rodriguez, Lopez, Hassel, Swinging for the Stars, Jack Caglione. We take those. And Christian Moore for the Angels. A Caglione. Shining Stars. I think Swinging for the Stars. I don't think that's, if it's not a super short print, I don't think. But I think it's a short print. I don't think it's a super short print though. Ben Joyce, Walker, Lofton, Gorman, Westberg, Bowers, Higgis, Kyle, Iglesias, Alcantara, Gavin Lux, Dylan Cease, and a Sal Stewart for the Reds. Shop the Stan Givey in your upper left-hand corner has about 6 minutes left on it. Seth Lugo, Lars Nootbaar, Reagans, Burleson, Pintero, Walls, Orioles, Pirates, Chase Madroth, Justin Robleski, Vladdy Guerrero, and Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Let me get this base out of my way real quick. It's piling up. Castillo, Lawyerson, Marte, Little, Lawler, Twins, Hernandez, Daryl Hernandez, Edwards, Langford, Tyler Soderstrom out of 25. Dansby Swanson and Jackson Churio. Is that a we take those? We'll take a Tyler Soderstrom out of 25. Pretty sure about that one. It is first on print out of 25. Ian Happ, Simeon, Nunez, Crawford, Martin, Triolo, Ford on the rookie, Jones, Wynn, Gervais, Madison Marilla, and Alex Freeland for the Dodgers. Is that what it is, John? Okay. Feltner, Ashcraft, Barco, Jimenez, all smiles, Chris Sale. Then we got a decent one then. Michael King, Carrillo, Ward, Correa, Murakami again, and Dylan Beavers. It didn't say it on the outside of the box, so I'd have to read like everything on the back of the box to see it. Salty, no you didn't, and no you didn't, and no you didn't, and no you didn't. So now I said it 4 times. Chisholm, Ballesteros, Story, Richardson, Chaparro, Rojas, Cam Smith, Hedges. We've got Gurriel Jr., Massey, Abreu, and Riley Green for the Tigers. Reese Olson, Brooks Lee, Allen, Jack, Salvi, Munoz, Dirt Dynamos, Corey Lee, Jose Furman, Mark Vientos, and Christian Moore for the Angels. And the Big Apple foil. I see you, dog. 12 teams left in the next break. Ugh, getting a little scary. Getting a little scared now. Vasquez, Summers, Veen, Early, Flaherty, Nance, Schwarber, Koss, Goldschmidt, Julio Rodriguez out of 25. Yep, we'll take that. Zach Neto and Bubba Chandler. Yep, getting a little trepidatious now. It's almost 3 o'clock. The boys are getting on at 4. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, that's out of 25. 15 out of 25. That's a deed. It's a deed. Keller, Guzman, Encarnacion Strand, Cronenworth, Montez, Alvarez, Curvelo, Assad, Muncy, Leahy, Kirby Puckett, and Nolan McLean. I don't know. I kind of think the hobby's a little bit better than the jumbo. Well, I still got 3 hobbies to open. As long as it's filled before then, I think we'll be fine. Cabrera, Dolander, Toshman, Wagaman, Johnson, Rangel, Gresham, Waldrop, Quan, DeLauder. A nice Dalton rushing auto, too. Hi. We got a patch and an auto. Don't mind if I do. This is a hobby. This is a hobby, Jack. And Carson Williams. It was a good box. It was a good box. All right, let me get the rest of this base out of my way real quick. Let's open Tier 1 next. Let's see what's... Actually, you know what? We'll save Tier 1 for last. Let's do Bowman's Best. 2025 edition. 9 left. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's nitty-gritty. Nitty-gritty. Empty. I'd like it much better if there was 4 left. Quintero, Gunnar Henderson, Jung-Hoo Lee, Garcia, and Travis Bazana. Pete Crow, Chandler Simpson, Cade Anderson. Andrew Painter out of 150 for the Phillies, and a George Lombard Jr. We haven't even got an auto yet. The Reds are still there, so now I'm just being trolled. Okay, that's fine. Corey Seager, Marcelo Mayer, Kevin McGonigal, Shohei out of 199. Pretty sure we take those. And Pete Alonso. A D. Oh, we ain't done yet. We got 2 other hobbies. 9 teams left in the next break. Baldwin for the Braves. Churio, Lombard, We got Elkins for the Dodgers. Holla. And Freddie Freeman. All right, Dodgers, you're getting your dues. True, I don't think we have any of that in-house, so no, I don't think so. Machado, DeGrom, but I got a pretty inexpensive baseball break pin at the bottom of your screen. Devers, Wood, and Quan. I got a pretty inexpensive baseball break pin at the bottom of your screen. We're talking, I know there's teams in there that are 20, 30 bucks. I know they are. I saw it. Caldwell, Condon, Binge, a Braden Montgomery out of 250, and a Jackson Holiday. All right. Should be seeing some more autos here. Bryce Matthews, Dylan Cruz. Whoa. Maury, 3 out of 5 for the A's. Ain't no way. Wally, nice hit, bro. That's nasty. Out of 5, bro. Are you kidding me? Is somebody kidding me right now? Griffin and Rafael Devers. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. Braden Montgomery, Kyle Schwarber, Bazana, Kyle Stowers, and Bryce Harper. It's nasty. Crochet, Luis for the Diamondbacks. Look at that. First break ever and you get an auto. Yeah, that doesn't happen all the time. Tommy White, Bryce Harper on the mini diamond circuitry, and Carlos Correa. Look at you, already on the board. Look at you, Amber, on the board already. Took one break and you got an auto. Take care of this Bryce Harper too. And I'll do a recap of this break once I'm done. We'll do finest next, and then we'll end with tier 1. And then we're in single digits land with the last break for me today. Ramirez, Matt Shaw, Correa, and Byron Buxton. Mr. Kurtz on the base rookie. Hai-Sung Kim. CJ Kafis. Spencer Swellenback out of 150 for the Braves, and a Jung-Hoo Lee. KP, I'll do that. We'll do that at some point. I know somebody just won it. Did you win it? Did you? I don't know. I haven't had a chance to look. Did you? Are you the one that won it? Caminero, Pena, Buxton. For the Reds, Arnaldo Lantigua. I don't have this guy's auto. Okay, so KP, we'll do that after I'm done doing the recap of this break. Okay? And congrats. And a Dylan Cruz. Yeah, preferably I'd like that baseball break to be full by the time I'm done ripping this. Hopefully. I mean, I can't control it, but I got 2 boxes left, so there's plenty of time. Topps Finest we're getting into, and then we'll end with tier 1. It's been a good break so far. Let's put it over the top. Empty. Let's go over the top here. We can do this. I'm not scared. Amber, are you scared? Christian Yelich, Merrill, Akamoto, Alvarez, Yasavage, Arenado, Yamamoto, Sproat out of 99, and Freddie Peralta. Duncan, that's 2025. That's 2025. Minor league teams would have minor league jerseys on. Garrett Crochet, Baldwin, Caminero, Harry Ford, Kyle Karros, Corey Seager out of 30, Kyle Teal, Carson Wisenhunt rare, Paul Skeens, and Mason Miller. And then there's going to be some that'll be top loaded after the fact. I got you, Zach. I got you. We'll get after it. I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in that one too. As long as the teams go fairly quickly here, we'll be able to get that ripped, and I can be out of their way. Kurtz, Chandler, Quiero for the White Sox, Alcantara, Bo Bichette, Basayo, Rosarina, Ryan Ritter, and Aranda. 5 squads left. 5 squads remain. Jose Ramirez, Jose Altuve, Wynn, Thomas, Machado, James Wood out of 75. There you go, Nationals. DeLauder, finest timelines for the Reds, Griffey, Byron Buxton, and a Kevin McGonigal base rookie. Right. Don't forget, we still got a tier 1 here. Joshua tomorrow. Look for me tomorrow, Josh. And Thursday. McGonigal, Mizorowski. I haven't had any get back here yet, but I should have it tomorrow. Roman Anthony, base rookie. Kyle Schwarber. Early, Tucker, McLean, Marte on the rare, Mackenzie Gore, and Brent Rooker. Josh, depends on the break that I build. So they'll be up there. I don't think they'll be like a 1,000 or anything. Soto, Marte, Matt Olson for the Braves. Henderson, Vladdy Guerrero Jr. out of 25. Bryce Eldridge, Jackson Churio out of 99. Matt Olson, and a Hunter Goodman. That was 3 pretty good cards to end it out there. Now we got a tier 1 left. I'll do a recap of this, and then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. And it looks like we're around 5 left. So we'll just see. Can somebody go in there and look for me just real quick and tell me, like, what's the biggest team left? What's the biggest team left in the shop right now, monetarily? Well, J&A, nothing like tier 1 to save the day. It's done it more than a couple of times. Murakami. So Murakami's the big one left. Okay. Oh, and the Yankees. Oh, so the White Sox and the Yankees are in there. Interesting. Empty. So all of the teams left are good teams, is what you're saying. That's what you're saying right now. All of the teams that are left in there are actually good. Oh, not the Yanks. Okay. Fernandez out of 125 for the Rockies. We'll take it. Rockies were kind of quiet in this. Logan Henderson for the Brew Crew out of 25 on the auto. Going to Miami. Look at that patch. Connor Norby, first on print out of 10. Patch auto for Miami. I don't know. That's kind of looking a little thick there. That's nasty. And then behind that was Royce Lewis for the Twins out of 199. That's what it was. That's what it is. That's what it be, and that's what it do. White Sox, Brewers, Giants, and Blue Jays. So the White Sox and the Brewers are obviously a little bit bigger teams. Like, I already know that. White Sox are probably the biggest, but Logan Henderson and Fernandez out of 125. I'm going to do a recap of this break. Then I'm going to do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one, and then we'll do Shop the Stand, okay? Where's it? Okay, Shohei and Dalton and Elkins. Dodgers did all right in this one. Murakami. All right, let me do a recap real quick, and then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. Just give me 1 second. We'll get all this wrangled in, and then we'll get that ripped because it looks like another couple more teams came off the board. All right, we got Ritter. There's some other top-loaded cards I didn't top-load. That will be. Seager out of 30. Wizenhunt. Sproat out of 99. Cruz. Swellenback out of 150. Bryce Harper. Wood. Williams. McLean. Chandler. Moore. Churio. Eldridge. Moore. Winkler. Matthews. Yasavage. And Lindor. Molina. I got one. I got 2 teams left. I'll be out your way in time.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
House. What time do you guys leave tomorrow? How early is it? Is it real early?
I mean, I'll probably. It's not that.
Not crazy. You're not getting up at like 4 or anything.
No.
Okay. Montgomery out of 250, McGonigal, Yasavage, Schlittler, Beavers, Sal Stewart, Montgomery and Wood, Painter out of 150, Murakami, Wynn, Smith, Fernandez out of 125, Luis out of 25, Julio Rodriguez. That's a nasty card right there. Dakota, we take those. Quiero, Lantigua, Otani out of 199, Royce Lewis out of 199, Murakami rookie. Salty. Elkins. I don't know if I've actually ever seen him legit like disgruntled. Rushing on the auto. Guerrero out of 25, Churio out of 99, Logan Henderson out of 25, Matt Olson, Tyler Soderstrom out of 25, first on print, Imanga, Jack Caglione, Connor Norby out of 10, and Shotaro Mori for the A's, 3 out of 5, red auto. Not too bad. Blue Jays are the last team. All right, let me get this out of the way. I'll get the break up there. I'll do a roll call, and maybe by the time I'm done with the roll call, they'll be gone. Or before that, who knows? Right. All right. Roll call. Salty, that's not what was said. You stop making stuff up. You stop it. You stop it right now. You cut it out. You heard me? You better stop it. You better clean up your act. All right? I see you, Mustachio. All right, I'm clearing this out. I need to update the break number. And there's one team left in there, the Toronto Blue Jays. Amber May doesn't like your tone, Salty. Don't get muted for the rest of the day. All right, I'll mute you for the rest of the day. She doesn't like your tone. And Stephanie already didn't like it, but I hid that from you and I didn't let you know. But now you know. I think Noni's annoyed with it, but she just hasn't said anything. So, Executive has taken down the Giants in this. We got one team to go, folks. It is the Toronto Blue Jays. Steven with the Brew Crew. Taylor with the White Sox. Are you sure about that, Salty? Are you sure? Alumni with the Mariners. One squad to go. Hoove with the Padres, and I think they just went. Here, let me refresh it so I can just work my way down the line and we can rip. Let me refresh this. And I'll do Shop the Stand right before we rip, just so you know. Marco with the Blue Jays. I got you, Marco. Good luck. Last team Magic. Thank you, Marco. There might be something in there. Where did I stop? Did I stop at Hoove with the Padres? I think I did. Let me go back. Yep. So Yankees are Zach. And I'll show the sheet, you guys, because the overlay's not working right now. I'll have to restart the computer to do that. So Jack with the Reds. Ray with the Twins. KP, I didn't forget about you. We'll do your Shop the Stand here in a second. Husker with the Royals. Paperclip with the Angels. We're getting there. Oh, we're getting there. Kyle with the Orioles this time? Well, you mixing it up. Did Noah give you did he give you an inside tip? He was like, hey, by the way, Hey, Pops. I think you should get the Orioles, bro. Johnny with the Astros. Shell with the Rays, Tampa Bay Rays. We've got Ray with the Nationals and the A's. .303 with the Dodgers. I got you, 303. Good luck. J and A with the Mets. Ryan with the Marlins. Mustachio, Tigers. Almost there. Not too much left to fill in here. J and A Pirates. All right, J and A. And we're going to have a baseball release tomorrow. It will be tribute, and I'm probably, the breaks that I'm going to do are going to have 2 tribute in it at a time. They're not inexpensive boxes, so I can't really put much more in there in that and make it feasible. Ellipsis with the Cardinals. Hannah, Cubs. Hoove, Phillies and Rangers. And C9 with the Guardians. Should expected no less. C9, we're playing today. Kyle also got the Rockies. Slotherin with the Red Sox. And Jay Anderson with the Diamondbacks. All right, I've got this filled out. We can go ahead and get this ripped. I'm going to print this out, and then I'm going to do Shop the Stand for you, bro. Let's just go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and put it up there so you can start looking at it and seeing which card you want. But I'm going to print this out first. Here's Shop the Stand, brother. It's the same ones we had on there earlier. If you have a question about any of them, let me know. It's the same ones we had on there earlier, though. Bingo!
I don't know. I haven't been today. Primo, have you heard the smoke alarm go off today?
No, I mean, it's been beeping every once in a while. It's been beeping, but not the smoke alarm, but the alarm itself. All right, so KP, I'll go over it with you now that I've printed that out. So you've got Barry Sanders out of 99, Steven Davis out of 25. You've got 2 out of 5 Mario Manningham, Reed Blankenship out of 8. You have Audric Estime. You have Gary Payton out of 299, I think. Jake the Snake out of 150. Out of 199, Aaron Rodgers for the Jets. You've got the New Age Outlaws out of 99. You've got Zach Edey, Redemption, Aaron Glenn Auto, and a Jakob out of 25. And I got ripping to do. Don't you play no games with me? Oh, yeah. See, look, that was easy. Barry Sanders, Optic Contenders 2022, 5 out of 99. And I'll write your name down, KP, and we'll get this shipped out to you tomorrow. Let's see here. And give me 1 second, you guys. I'll put the sheet up there so you can take a screenshot of it for this break. All right. That's done with. Perfect. All right, here is this break, you guys. This is break 6331. Take a screenshot. It's got your name beside your team. And we're going to get this ripped. Thank you, everybody. Oh, let me close this out so nobody thinks something else is happening. Let me close that out. All right, let's see what we can find. What's the final deed of the day? What is the final deed of the day? All right. Good luck. It is ripping time. Oh, I don't know. You'd have to peruse it, Zach. I don't know. Hey, that wasn't in the other box. Interesting. Empty. I guess they left that one out, huh? They said we ain't have time for it. We ain't got that time. We ain't got time for it. Aroldis Chapman, Wallner, Santander, Quiero, Povich, Ortiz, Brian Reynolds, Carter Jensen, Duran, Wins, Conine, and Sal Stewart. A Chase Burns auto, is that all you need? Fall Fling, Rushman, Duran, Cardinals, Baldwin, Lopez, Hassel, Dirt Dynamos, Shane McClellan, Bradish, Logan O'Hop, and Colson Montgomery for the White Sox. Take that too. Shelba, hang on. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Yes, I can confirm. Yes, you do. Sal, Berger, Giants, Hicks, Mullins, Lee, Goldschmidt, Muncy, Peralta, Bieber, Roberto Clemente, and Dylan Beavers. Take those. Tyler Soderstrom, Andy Fortes, Angels, Zach for the A's, Leahy, DeLauder, DC Dudes, Steele, Munoz for the Mariners, Garcia for the Pirates, and Alex Freeland. Okay. Okay. And like I said, you guys, some of this stuff will be top loaded after the fact, but I'll get all the good stuff. I'll even top load this. It's base Murakami. Campero, McCullers, Rojas, Baez, Akamoto, Massey, Torrens, Valdez, Basayo on the swing for the Stars, and Riley Green for the Tigers. What's up, Magic Man? Magic Mike? Living the dream, bro. Living the dream. A deed here and a deed there. Cronenworth, Flaherty, Walls, Orioles, Rooker, Gordon, Burrows, Cole, Vientos, Irvin, Brandon Nemo, and Bryce Eldridge for the Giants. Bryce Johnson, Alvarez, Montez, Meadows, Musgrove, Brown, Duran, Lopez, Sagasy, Torkelson, Nick Kurtz, and Trey Savage.
He's done barking, I promise.
You promise? No, I didn't know. Who was he? Who were you talking to? Oh, okay. I didn't recognize the voice. I was like, who is that? Richardson, Story, Rangel, Smith, Flores, Slade, Reynolds, Jensen, Marte, Castellanos, Jimenez, and Freddie Freeman. Spencer Steer, Stott, Twins, Edwards, Dominguez, Alcantara, Woodruff, Lukes, Eddie Hanyo Suarez, Joe Mauer, and a Nolan McLean for the Mets. Take these. These actually look pretty cool for a paper product. Brooks Lee, Allen, Sawinski, Treya Savage, Suarez, Rising Suns, Jameson, Bryce Eldridge on the patch, and a Scooble for the Tigers. There you go, bro. Didn't you say you just needed a Scooble insert? Isn't that what you said you needed? That's all you needed? Okay, I got it for you. Congrats. I did it. I did it. It was all me. I did it. I did it all by myself. I need a couple of these top loaders here. Rivas, Rodriguez, Salvi, Munoz, Wynn, Gervais, Ward, Green, Nola, Philip Abner for the Diamondbacks, Brian Reynolds, and a Carson Williams for the Rays. Can somebody just real quick put something in the chat, just real quick, just so I can see that it's still working? That's it. That's all I need. Harris, thank you. Tucker, Diaz, Munoz, Nance, Correa, Kirby, Cornel, Cantillo, Eovaldi out of 25, Shohei, and Nolan McLean one more again. Real quick lag. So I have to believe that this out of 25 is there was one in each one of them. That's part of this. That is definitely a Fanatics exclusive. There's no way that happened twice in 2 boxes. Just not possible. It is, John. Now, I'll say this. It's pretty late in the day. When I'm done with this break here, it won't be very long before Noah and Kobe are right back on. So, I know they'll probably be doing some repacks of some sort and probably some football. Assad, Gresham, Waldrop, Langford, Pittsburgh, Madroth, Milner, Alonzo, Jim Rice on the on-card auto for the Red Sox. Yes, please. Who got them? Who got them? No way, Kyle. Look, a Jim Rice auto. That's cool. That's cool. On that 91 throwback, too. And Christian Moore. Hernandez, Locklear, Quan. Rojas, Smith, Bellinger, Dana, Beebe, Matos, Brian Van Bell, Senga, and Christian Moore. We'll talk all the trash you want, Salty. Salty, don't look, Salty. You've been awfully active today. Do you have the day off, Salty? Huh? A Rosarina, Alvarez, Castillo, Schwarber, Koss, Curvelo, Iglesias, Alcantara, Henderson, York, Freddie Freeman, and Bubba Chandler. Oh, okay, I got you. I got you, dog. I got you. I got you. We got a few packs left here. Kyle, are you out there? Kyle, Noah, Kyle. Hernandez, Libator, Hoffman, Hedges, Triello, Walker, Eldridge, Bryant, Burns, Robleski, Mason Wynn, and Pete Alonso. They didn't tell me. I didn't know, executive. Nobody told me. Ozuna, Weathers, Peterson, Ford, Jones, King, Jones, Halpin, Furman, Winkler, and Carter Jensen with a Treya Savage. We'll take both of those. Nope, this is the first I've heard of it. Executive's first I've heard of it. White Sox, Kerstad, Priester, Carrillo, Machado, Ray, Moncada, Javier, Polanco, Albies, Pauly, and a Bryce Matthews. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kyle, I can see that. I can see that. Maybe you can't say Jim and Rice at the same time. Clement, Cleveland, Figueroa, Westerberg, Mitch Ferris, Alexander, Isabel, Mangum, Braves, Salvi, George Kirby, and a Murakami. Ellipsis, I know that they're going to do at least a couple of, I think they're planning on doing a couple of repacks, but they'll be doing more football, I would think. They won't be on super late tonight. They got to fly out in the morning. So, Swanson, Taylor, Helsley, Bowers, Kyle Higashioka. I haven't seen him before. Palante, Josh Simpson, Lou Bob, Rodriguez. Shohei Ohtani out of 25. Yep, that's a deed. Cabrian Hayes and Owen Cassie for the Marlins. Well, you already knew. You already knew. You already knew. You already knew it. You knew it in your heart. You knew in your heart when you took the Dodgers that was going to happen. So 303, you're on the board. It's not working today. It didn't start up right. So, Nick Kurtz, Treya Savage, Sammy Sosa, and Scooble. I don't know why we didn't have one of those in the other box. They must have messed it up when they made the Fanatics boxes. I don't know. It definitely wasn't in there though. All right. It's time for Bowman's Best again. Let me get this base out of my way real quick. Bowman's Best, Part D. And then we got a Finest and a Tier 1. You got this, Mustachio. And like I said, if we do football tomorrow, it'll probably be maybe one football break. And then I'm going straight into baseball because it is release day. Or I might just get on a little bit later. I might just get on at 7:30 tomorrow and drop the baseball break. Well, what have you had? What have you had here lately, Amber? DeGrom, Caldwell, Zaire, Hope for the Dodgers on the auto. Corey Seager out of 250 and Kyle Stowers. No, Resurgence is Friday. Tomorrow is Tribute Baseball. Tribute Baseball. And I should have Topps Chrome, I think. More than likely. I'll have to find out a little bit more when I'm not streaming anymore. Churio, Machado, Carroll, Jacob Wilson, and Connor Griffin on the refractor. Marcelo Mayer, Drake Baldwin, Pete Alonso out of 350, Rafael Devers, and Walcott. So yeah, like I said, the breaks that I built have 2 tributes in them. They're not inexpensive boxes, so yeah, it drops tomorrow, Sniper. We'll be ripping it tomorrow. Cade Anderson, Bryce Matthews, JJ Weatherholt, Kyle Schwarber out of 250, and Jackson Merrill. Schwarber action. It'll be PYT, Herndo. Montgomery, Schwarber, Sasaki base, Aaron Judge showpieces, and Christian Moore for the Angels. I was looking at it earlier. I'll have to look later to see if anybody's opened it yet. I usually go to look and to watch it be open somewhere, and I didn't see anything this morning. So, Seager, Swellenback, Quintero for the Dodgers. The Dodgers are eating. Lindor and a McGonagall refractor. Yeah, it's good product, Sniper. It is. And I'll also have some more Topps Chrome too, so we'll get after both over the next couple of days before Resurgence drops it for football. Should be a fun next couple of days. Condon, Binge, Chisholm, Garcia, and Sasaki Refractor. Bubba Chandler, Paul Skeens, Juan Soto, Andrew Painter, and a Tarek Skubal Refractor. Kurtz base rookie, Connor Griffin. Luis for the Diamondbacks. He showed up in the first go-round of this. Amber hit that. And then Jay Anderson's got this one. JJ Weatherholt and Mike Trout. This guy's been playing really good. Hyesung Kim, Caminero, Pena, Cruz out of 50, and Ellie De La Cruz. Quintero, Gunnar Henderson, Stowers, Roman Anthony, and a Bobby Witt Refractor. Pete Crow, Chandler Simpson, Skubal, Slade Caldwell for the Diamondbacks. Look at that. And Luke Keyshaw for the Twins. Right. Topps Finest is next. And then we'll end with Tier 1. Empty. DeLauder, Tong, Naylor, wow, woo, wow. Nick Kurtz on the Moments Auto for the A's, and that is none other than Ray. My bad. It's still happening. It's still happening. It's going to happen tomorrow, too. Cole Young, Cal Raleigh out of 50, Roman Anthony. Finest Timelines, Corey Seager and Nick Kurtz. Hey, look, I'm just here. I'm the facilitator. Yeah, no kidding, Mark. I wish it was numbered. Binge, House, Wood, Raleigh, Carroll, Teal, Acuna, Schwarber, a Rosarina out of 199, and above a Chandler. It's a big. Mister's never going to let that lie. Mister's never going to let that lie. Churio, Montgomery, Eldridge, Slitler, Neto, Roman Anthony out of 30. My bad. Slitler, Alvarez, JJ Weatherholt, and Jose Ramirez. I mean, Duff, he's had really good last 2 years. That's all. It's a good card. It's not like worth 4.3 million or anything, but it's a good card. Shh, don't tell anybody, Sniper. Then other people will know, and you won't be in on the secret. Dylan Beavers, Springer, Devers, Mitch Ferris for the Angels, Max Fried, Drew Gilbert, Finest Timeline, Salvi Perez, Xander Bogaerts, and Jose Altuve. All right, well, there's our other auto. Let's see what else is chilling in here. I mean, Roman Anthony out of 30 and Nick Kurtz in one box is it's already nasty. Owen Cassie, Christian Moore, Sal Stewart, Jung Hoo Lee, O'Neal Cruz, Bryce Harper out of 275, Binge, Bobby Witt Jr., Cade Horton, and Mason Wynn. Skubal, Harper, Wilson, Salvi, Sasaki, Stanton, Soto, Freddie Freeman on the rare, Mason Wynn on the rare, and Mike Trout. Well, no, it's a nice show. It's out of 25, but it is paper, so you see the difference. Like, it looks in okay shape for a paper card, but you see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? It looks okay though. It looks fine. All right, let me do tier 1. Because you never know with paper cards. You just never know. All right, tier 1 to end it out. Yeah, J&A, we need, you've gotten a couple of, not what we would want. They're in here, but not all we would want. Tier 1 to end it out, and then I'll do a recap of this, and then I need to get out of Noah and Kobe's way. So, good luck. Cam Smith out of 50. Trevor Hoffman for the Padres out of 25. What a legend he is. For the Brew Crew, Logan Henderson out of 99. Adley Rushman out of 149 for Baltimore. And our last one is a Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins out of 10. Husker, I'm sorry. They were awfully quiet in this one, weren't they? They're not typically that quiet. They're usually a safe pick. They are. They're usually a safe pick. So Trevor Hoffman chilling here. I'm sorry, J&A. Means they'll show up in the first break tomorrow then. Sorry, Zach. You guys won't go home with absolutely nothing, though. I can tell you that. There'll be something in there. Somebody reaches out to us every day saying how they hit a downtown with the free pack that they got. So maybe that's you this time. 60 out of 99. All right, let me do this recap real quick so I can get out of their way. Thank you, everybody. I will be back on tomorrow morning. You know what time? Probably around 7:30. If I get on at 7, then I'll probably start with the football. But I'll probably start at 7:30, and we can just roll with baseball. And then maybe we'll do some football at the end of the day instead of football at the beginning of the day. But here we go. We got Cam. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate you, Wonks. Cam Schlittler, JJ Weatherholt, Randy Rosarina out of 199, Luke Keyshaw, Roman Anthony, Dylan Cruz out of 50, JJ Weatherholt, Roki Sasaki. Also, the teams will be more than they were in this break, by the way. So, I'm just giving you a heads up. They won't be some will be easy, but some of them are going to be a little bit more than they were in this break. McGonigal, Judge, Schwarber out of 250, Kurtz, Sosa, Owen Cassie, Carter Jensen, and Treya Savage. Appreciate you, Sniper. Bubba Chandler, Nolan McLean, Carson Williams, Tarek Skubal, Nolan McLean, Murakami, Skubal, Sal Stewart, Murakami, Yasavage, Otani, Seager out of 250, Yasavage, Eldridge, Montgomery, and Zaire Hope Auto. Thank you, Michael. Have a good night. It won't be long. They'll be on in the next 20 minutes. Cam Smith out of 50, Alcantara out of 10, Harper out of 275, Roman Anthony Rare out of 30. Did I say the wrong name? Hang on. I'll check. Username. Hang on. What's your back end of your name? Hang on. Slotherin. It might be wrong. You're right. It might be wrong. Hang on. Sometimes it'll overwrite, but I'm checking it now. Give me 1 second. You're good, Slotherin. You're right. I'll go ahead and write it in there. My bad. It overrid it. It's because the Orioles were right beside it, so it overrode it. But I got you. You're good. You're good. Another good thing is that they don't go by that sheet. That's more for us. When it's printed out, and when they sort it, it's attached to the label. So this is more for us than anything. Sorry about that. Luis Eldridge on the patch. Eovaldi out of 25. Basayo. Logan Henderson out of 99. Quintero. Pete Alonso out of 350. Adley Rushman out of 149. Mitch Ferris and Cal Raleigh out of 50. Caldwell. Jim Rice. Trevor Hoffman out of 25 for the Padres. Otani out of 25. And Nick Kurtz on the auto. So there's that. All right, you guys, let me close this out. Let me get all this stuff out of here so I can get this room ready for them to do what they need to do. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me today.